Hey, welcome back to Ace Attorney. Saba is
Nope.
muted. Adrian and Grant are here. We're going to continue with this case.
Ace
This case that I've been
Attorney.
enjoying a lot, by the way. This
Yeah,
case
I
is
like this
awesome.
case.
This is a great case.
Nope, Zach flipped the switch. We're playing Mirror's Edge.
Oh,
You
Saba.
missed that one. Try another.
Nice try, fat fingers.
Nice try.
Saba, we were watching the Summer Game Showcase yesterday. What was that game that we saw where I was like, oh, Grant would love this? Does that ring a bell?
Oh no.
Because I remember it was like it
I
gave
think
off.
I remember you saying that.
It gave off Mirror's Edge vibes, and I was like, oh, this is like Grant to a T. But then I forgot the name.
Mirror's
Well,
Edge.
luckily, oh, by the way, I'm gonna post this just in case anybody wants it. The guy who does the gamesrecap.io updated for 2025. So if anybody wants to get like a collection of all the trailers that have been coming out, you can just do it there. I'll post it on air too. Why not?
Do you guys see the horse race test guy is making them poop now?
He's making
No.
what?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
This is a lot of stuff.
He busted?
He busted. That is true.
He busted out of his shackles. Impressive.
That's it. All right, then to stream.
Industry. Sorry, I was taking a drink.
Better
Yeah, what was that all about? I guess they don't make shackles like they used to.
be careful, Apollo. You've really brought out the samurai in him. We're talking about Blackquill, I think, yeah.
Yeah, because he.
No,
well, because
we're not
remember,
judged.
all of his animations had his shackles, and then we like beat him once, and he was like, "Oh!"
Especially after you
I'm
proved
back.
there was a Tenma Taro impersonator at the manor.
Sorry, my PC arrived.
Wait, just now?
Yeah, just that's why I had to go to the door to sign it.
Oh
Alright, turn
shit!
it on.
Really? Wait,
Impressive.
I thought
Yeah.
you said it was arriving later this week.
I said later today.
Oh, sorry.
And it was later that from when I said that by several minutes.
That is
He's got a
that is
point.
true. It's very funny.
I didn't expect him to deliver this early. It's only like 10 in the morning right now, so
Everybody say hello to Golden Wise.
everybody say hello to my new PC.
Everybody say
Hi,
hello to
Adrian's
Adrian's
Hello,
PC.
Golden Wise. Hello, new PC.
Where's my pocket knife?
Are you using it right now?
It's still in the box, so
Man,
If
that's
I-
impressive.
if
Using
I could set it up that
fast.
fast, I'd be very happy. I would love to be able to set
That'd be cool.
PCs that fast.
Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel.
He would kick your ass. Like, you're scary, but I don't actually believe that you're that like formidable.
His hat gives him magic powers, though. Look, it's
No, you don't understand. What he means by duel is a Yu-Gi-Oh duel.
Wait,
So-
no,
Oh.
wait. Let's
It's
save
not
the
even
dueling
duel.
until after we proved you're innocent.
What?
Like, hold on, brother. That's not how that works.
Huh. I suppose I could wait till later.
Oh, sorry, I forgot you were Alan Rickman. Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Do you remember, Athena? Athena, I'm
I
gonna
don't know
go
what
wash
you're
up.
talking about.
Do you remember the 21st night of December?
I do.
Do you
I though?
remember?
Ba-da-da-da-da. September.
September 22nd, national holiday by
April
popularity.
18th.
April 18th, 10:43 a.m. All rise.
All fries.
All
I believe our next witness is
Judge, what do you want from Wendy's? We're going for a food run. All
All
fries.
fries.
But
Now then, I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tetra, a maid at Tilby Manor. I believe we can proceed now if the witness is ready, that is.
What the
Jesus
fuck?
Christ.
oh, she's so scared. She's looking at her reflection in the plate. That's so funny.
Leader of the 100 demons, it really does exist.
Wow. That is one well-polished tray.
The witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony will be inadmissible. What is it, my child?
Ikan Arion, leader of the 100 demons.
What did she stick the sticker to a second ago?
A camera.
Yeah, because like previously she was doing it to Apollo's
Cameraman.
forehead and he was like within talking distance. But once again, she is more than like 10 feet away from the nearest person.
Her arm just fucking stretches.
She's fucking Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah.
You think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts.
Was once known, so you're not known as that anymore. I wonder why.
No. The beast of the bar, the demon of due process, if you will.
It's just screaming.
My charm had no effect.
The demon of due process? Not sure if I can see that one.
Was put into shackles.
Did you see how the bird, like, eyes widen?
Now, you little
Smacked his
scamp.
Huh?
Yes.
Adrian talking to himself, yes.
I trust you know why you're here.
Sorry. It's just, I know I keep doing this like every time we start. I'm just getting struck by how fucking ridiculous this design is, but it's so cool.
It's sick as hell.
Like, could you imagine, just straight up, could you imagine in Ace Attorney 1, you fucking airlifted this guy out of this game and put him into Ace Attorney 1? How fucking insane he would look, comparatively.
Look great.
No, he does look great, but that's what I'm saying, though. It's just that, like, it's like, you know the concept of, like, feature creep? It's like design creep over time. Like, the characters need to get more anime and more cool. Adrian is disassembling his computer.
I didn't realize that they gave me a free keyboard. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Bags.
That's actually pretty sick. Question, is her pinky finger on her right or on her left hand separated from the rest of her hand?
Don't think too hard about it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You got it.
Bags. Oh, that tricksy Tanuki. Try the noodle stand and go enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it.
The bird's laughing.
Cracking
too.
himself up, yeah.
Love this
He's a
bird.
comedian.
No, I meant your bags. The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping. Here, this charm will keep. Azuki
It's the same. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I thought it was like, this is a sleeping charm. It's like, bitch, it's the same charm.
Azukiari, the yokai that washes Azuki beans. The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
What?
Azukiari often keep people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. But if you stick this charm on your forehead, you won't hear him anymore. Is that so? Well, thank you.
Aw, that's nice.
He's like, hold on. You're making a lot of sense.
He puts the charm on and just passes out immediately.
Oh!
Looks like Prosecutor Blackquill got more than he bargained for.
You're bad enough alone, but together, those two are just plain creepy.
Zach talking about Adrian and I.
Your testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma.
I thought this was a murder trial. Why are we talking about beans and ghosts? It's quintessential to every murder trial. Come on, keep up.
Beans.
Beans.
Specifically, whether or not you saw Tenma Taro when you discovered the crime scene.
No.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's her whole testimony. I wasn't there.
No. Did I see Tenma Taro in the fox chamber? Well, when I opened the door...
I got on the floor and everybody did the dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
Yes, now I remember.
Oh,
It
by
was
the
like a
way,
yokai doing the dinosaur.
Golden Wise, I guess you could. You know what? I wish John Smith was here, because John Smith would be able to tell me if my audio is like way better. Oh, I'll send it to you guys because it doesn't really matter. But I set up a soundproofing foam.
Yeah, you mentioned it last week.
Oh,
I did?
cool.
Yeah.
How could I have said it? No, I think I said I ordered
You
it.
said
I didn't.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
you got it. Or that you bought it.
That I bought it. Well, I set it up.
Allegedly.
There you go.
So he claims.
Allegedly.
Well, I got a picture. You can tell it was set up by a professional by the fact that none of it lines up with each other.
Zach really covered
Why did you not
curtains.
start off with lining them up at the top to begin with?
Well, because I started at the bottom.
Oh my god.
What?
It's so genuine.
What?
Why did you start at the top? Well, I started at the bottom.
But that's what that's what happened. You start, the bottom is very much aligned, and then it got worse as it went up.
Yeah, because you look at the bottom first when you walk into the room.
I'm not saying you look at the bottom. I'm saying I can reach the bottom. What? I'm not standing on the ceiling. What the fuck? I don't. How am I being disparaged for this?
Whoa, Zach.
What are you talking
Exactly.
about? Now I'm actually mad. Dude, it took like fucking 2 hours to put this shit up.
Nice. Is it like around the whole room or just
No, it's just the one wall.
Okay.
Yokai, right there in that room.
Sorry. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 panels though. Well, listen, I'm not a vampire. Grant, if you ever actually decide to visit, you can take one. Exactly one.
I'll take a half, actually.
No, because they don't cut very well.
That's what
No,
you think.
so Grant will take half, I'll take a quarter, so I will take an eighth.
That's as much as I need, you know.
You can give someone else a 16th and a 32th.
Yeah.
Well, they're 6 by 6. So can we do numbers that are divisible by 6? Like I can give Grant a
No.
half and Adrian a third.
No.
Oh shit.
You give Grant a 6th, then I'll get a 36th, then Saba will get whatever comes after that.
Yeah.
So there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-huh. Lots and lots of them.
Wait, more than one yokai? Did Tematara happen to be among them?
I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is the room was swimming in yokai. Kasha, Durikabe, Sotaisho, they were all there.
Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. We've gone from no yokai to a flood of them.
This is ludicrous. You would have this court listen to this delusional little scamp's testimony?
Athena, please be my
Yeah.
spine.
Hold it.
Be my
Your
spine.
Honor, I believe her memory is simply clouded by fear. But a quick therapy session should be surviving. Come, let's move to this couch in the middle of the courtroom.
Yeah. Do group therapy.
Look,
Everybody.
she's using her power. The power that she has.
Of therapy.
Yeah.
With the court's permission, of course.
Oh, what a fabulous idea!
What a fabulous idea! Please proceed, Miss Sykes.
What a fabulous idea! No!
Oh god, Saba, I remember like so long ago we talked about like the knockoff Ace Attorney that I was like kind of designing or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be such a fun character for the judge to be, where the judge is like he's like very competent but is still a dick. That's a very interesting idea. Denied. Anyway,
No! Are you insane?
the prosecution's like, he teamed up with aliens in order to kill the president. And the judge is like, that makes no sense. Proceed.
Yeah, keep going.
This is fun.
I want to see where this goes.
You know, I want to see. You know what you're
They gave
doing,
me
right,
little
Athena?
antennae. I don't know what these are for.
Sorry?
She's obviously not herself. What?
My computer came with little antennae, and I don't know what they're for. Or what
It's
they plug
probably
into.
it's probably a wireless adapter
little
that gets
snack.
plugged into the back.
It's for the aesthetic.
It's a snack. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Shove it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
Is there
Digest.
anything in the world with antenna that you should eat? I don't think so.
There's a lot of bugs you can eat.
I said should.
Yeah, but some would say they're a good source of protein. So some would say you should eat it.
Some would also say a lot of things. Like, proceed.
The trauma of
Some would say mid trial therapy is a good idea, but
Someone start measuring from their room from the top and then go down.
What are you talking about? What, you think I fucking measured something?
No, clearly you did.
Man, you
Zach
fuck people.
walked into it. It's yeah.
I'm gonna cry, man. You're gonna make a 28-year-old man cry. How does that make you feel?
Grace. Because I'm a bad person.
Proceed.
Proceed.
Did you read this? Sorry.
Yes. And fear of testifying have her dazed and confused, a regular ball of confusion. But my analytical psychology-based approach should be able
to say
to help.
the entire thing every time. She does
therapy.
not have to say that specifically every time.
But did you know analytical psychology is super interesting, Adrian?
Any objections, Prosecutor Blackquill? Please? Shall we let Miss Sykes proceed?
No eyes. Oh, there they are.
It makes
I
no
found them.
difference to me.
I found them.
Do as you will, but I doubt we will get any viable testimony. She'd better be served by bearing witness to the sword skills I forged at distant land.
What do you mean?
Is that distant land here?
Caliban!
Oh.
Caliban.
Because we're in Japanifornia.
Dude, I love.
Caliban.
Hold up, I'm gonna write that down. Wolfman. Congratulations, you just named the main continent of my next tabletop world building.
In the distant land known as jail.
It's an entire. Oh my god, that's such a good idea. We should just find an island and put all the criminals on it, and we can make sure that island is just chock full of the most dangerous wildlife on Earth, so that way they just take care of themselves.
Wow.
What do you mean they made a government?
Game, man.
Why the hell would a bunch of criminals voluntarily make a government?
There's suddenly, and then there's like a widespread civilization that starts off on the island. I'll show you.
That was a weird. Did you see that animation where she kind of did like anime, like
Harumph. Oh.
Here you go, Grant.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen this.
I haven't. What the fuck?
It's her power.
What the fuck?
Look at her power.
All right, so she's gonna
What
give her
is
testimony.
happening?
She's gonna give her testimony, and we have to identify certain emotions that don't make sense.
Okay.
So like this is her just feeling fear, which makes sense.
Sure. I thought a pretty tat. Where's his nuts?
Found something.
Censored for the English translation,
Out
probably.
of control emotion.
Horniness.
I will say, this game was the only, I think, either only or first Ace Attorney game rated M for mature.
Right. Wait, hold on. Right here, you can see images and emotions extracted from the witness's voice. So Widget is just Mid-Journey.
Oh my god, you're so right.
What the fuck?
Widget generated an image based on the witness's testimony.
Whoa, you mean that little thing can do all this? Pretty cool. And here I thought it was just some kid's toy. What the fuck?
Unfortunately, all I'm getting is an overflow error right now.
She's too scared.
See how sad is brightly lit there at the bottom left?
It's almost like she saw a murder or something.
She's under an uncontrollable amount of distress, what the hell? Which is masking her other emotions. It seems the sheer terror she experienced has made her a confused mess. Yokai!
Oh, sorry. I thought it was bugged. I didn't realize he was waiting for the dialogue.
Yeah.
So all those yokai she thinks she saw are a product of rampant emotions.
Grant, name every one of those yokai right now.
Jim, Jerry, Bob, Harold, and Steve.
You know what? You're a good man.
Thank you.
You're a
You told me
good
to name 'em.
Japanese patriot.
Oh, she's seeing normal, everyday
white guy
objects as
names.
monsters.
True.
She's hallucinating. It's a form of schizophrenic hallucination brought on by emotional trauma. Are we sure?
I'm about to
Just
say,
as
like, is
Such
it,
a quick diagnosis.
I'm about to say, this is because when did this game come
Why
out?
not just say hallucination? Why
2000,
schizophrenic?
2093.
Yeah.
2093. Thank you.
Thank God.
Well, because it's like, I'm wondering if this was written by somebody, because this is clearly somebody who was like, oh, this is kind of interesting, right? But there was definitely that period of time where a bunch of boomers just kind of made shit up about psychology and then just all went, yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, because I agree with Saba, like, you could absolutely skip the 5th word of this sentence and it would be totally fine.
And the trauma in Jinxie's case is fear.
It's not the murder?
Nope.
So
That's
she
stupid.
was and still is seeing ordinary objects as yokai.
We'll have to find the root cause of her extreme fear before I can treat it.
It's her superstition. It came out in 2013. That's too late for this kind of stuff, I think. I don't know. Were we still calling people, like, gay as an insult in 2013? Maybe.
Maybe you weren't, but I was.
I mean, to be fair, I think some people still do. Like,
No,
mean
I know,
more
but I mean, like, that was part of
teenagers?
just, like, the regular vernacular for a while.
Now let's see. Apollo, can you point out the yokai on the wheel of fire? That's just a cat. She seems particularly terrified of cats. Start by probing her like an alien. Probe.
Q for probe.
Cue the
Next,
probe.
point to what's causing Jinxie's out of control emotion. Finally, hit the probes again to try and get the heart of the matter.
So, Q to
Siphon up her
Q to
memories.
probe and then probe R.
And then R to probe confirm.
To reprobe.
Let's give it a
Yeah.
try.
Yeah. Q for probe and then R for reprobe.
So, but in a literal sense, but beyond her just telling us, how are we supposed to know? I don't know.
I guess maybe in later examples it'll be more obvious, but this is just like the
Probably.
tutorial one because we haven't probed before.
Like, because I'm assuming it'll show us a. But once again, I do want to point out that's not actually anything, right? Like that's literally just an image generated by a computer. Like that's not evidence.
AI art?
That's what I'm
True. The judge is like, I see no reason to put any regulation on AI, including in courtroom trials.
In fact,
makes
I hereby decree that individual municipalities are hereby forbidden from regulating AI. Fuck you.
For like 10 years.
Which is, and then no one's gonna read the fucking bill apparently. God.
Including the guys on your own team, yeah.
Hold on.
Not to get political in the stream.
Not to get political on the stream, but anyway.
That's a Akasha, a yokai that steals the bodies of the recent deceased. I think Grant named him John or something. I bet it came to steal the aldermans.
Bet it came to steal the aldermans. It's almost creepy
Just
how.
Michael
Jesus.
Jackson.
Hello? Oh, it's the same person. Okay, sorry. I'll get to those later. How if it's the actual situation.
Exactly. It's a form of hallucination where the patient can't see things for what they are.
Isn't that a hallucination?
Well, so if it's a cat that steals bodies, like the bodies of the recently
Are you sure
deceased.
it's not a chandelier? or
Well,
something
no,
like that?
what
If
I'm-
it's on the roof?
Well, what I'm saying is that I think what she actually saw was the person escaping into the vent because it's up in the air, right?
I'll never tell.
Well, hopefully we will.
There must be something at the scene of the crime that she's mistaking for Akasha.
And, like, you're definitely right of it's like a chandelier or whatever. But I'm saying like that's probably what the association is.
Kremlin on the chin. Apollo, you need to point out what she thought was a yokai on a wheel of fire.
I think I know the answer now. Jinxie, that wasn't Akasha you saw. It was that chandelier, obviously. That chandelier that Saba very expertly pointed out immediately.
The light fixture?
This one right here. It has a flame design, and it's up there on the ceiling. There was never a yokai on a wheel of fire. The Kasha you saw was just a light fixture. Oh my, we don't. There's no way they're gonna make us identify each of the things.
Everyone, baby.
Oh my god.
That's one memory back to normal. Nice job. Now that you've got the hang of it, it should be a cinch to point out the rest.
Oh my god. Could you holy shit, could you imagine if we do one of these where it's Larry Butts, right? And we're doing the analysis of him, and based on his emotions, we generate the picture, and it's like a group of fucking beautiful women, but what you have to do is you actually have to identify who is who, like among the actual suspects. Because to Larry, they're all super hot, but you have to be like, no, hold on. Jinxie, what about this white wall-like monster?
That's a Nurikame. It's a wall monster that blocks you or leads you astray.
Saba, isn't that an
It was a
Okami?
giant piece of tofu.
Saba, isn't that an Okami?
Yeah. And we don't forget it was like the one where like dots appeared and you had to remember where the dots were.
Stop.
Oh, thank God we don't have to do it for each one. Thank Christ. That's no yokai, Jinxie. That's a folding screen. What? And this raccoon dog isn't a tanuki monster. It's just a statue of one.
You're fucking crazy.
And look, these are just coffee cups. And this right here, it's nothing more than a fox statue.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm pretty
I got
sure
a new plate.
Some people would be like her whole testimony should be thrown out. She's literally like.
How about to say
like,
it is
not fair.
kind of nuts. Like, you know what? This actually would have made more sense if it's like, hey, Jinxie, can you describe what you saw? And then Widget generated an image, as opposed to Widget just listening to her talk and then just arbitrarily generating an image.
It was all just my eyes playing tricks on me. There weren't any yokai after all.
See a clear-cut statement.
Wait, no, that's
the
bad.
power of my
Athena, that's bad. Athena, we want to prove that there was one yokai.
And just like we thought, there were never really any yokai in the Fox Chamber, even though we want to try to prove there was. Great.
Whoopsie.
I'm smart.
Right. There never really were any yokai there.
Congratulations, you proved my point for me.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was too busy focused on something else to listen to any of that. So, the defense is asserting the exact opposite of their original assertion.
Why
I think it just walks over to the prosecutor's side.
Back.
Wait. Jinxie, what about Tenmataro?
There wasn't anyone dressed up as Tenmataro or any other yokai either. I remember it clearly now.
But that was in the room, but in the hallway she saw it?
That I was about to say, she said that she saw Tenmataro rushing out of the hallway, yeah. Because remember, she went in, saw the body, left to go call the phone, and then went to go back, and then that's when she saw Tenmataro leave.
You gotta be
You gotta be kidding! Just go over there and smack her in the head again, and she's like, there was a Tenmataro!
Order in the court.
I think we just dug our own grave.
Allow me to push you on in. It's the least I could do.
Apollo, can I interrupt your freak out for just a minute? I'm still picking up some noise.
We gotta make her delusional again.
Quick, traumatize
Yeah,
her.
I was like, quick, someone traumatize her. Hey, you know who'd be perfect? Blackquill. Get in there. Kill her dad.
It's an unexpected emotion.
Does that mean
suddenly
Jinxie hasn't
in-
remembered everything yet?
Exactly. We should be able to get something else out of her.
Okay. All right.
I'll enter the new information we have and run an update. She's surprised?
Well, no, that makes sense, I think, right?
No, but it was always sad before, like the
No, right,
distress.
because it was overwhelming was the thing. We're looking for something that doesn't make sense.
This one might be a little bit tricksy on this one.
Okay, we'll keep going then, I guess. Maybe she's angry? At
Let's
some
say,
point?
well,
I feel like
she's
all of
more
them.
surprised than sad here. Info update. Sad and surprised. That makes a lot of sense.
Maybe she saw her. I was like, did she see her father and she got angry?
All right, this one's a little bit tricksy.
A little tricksy.
Well, only one of them was different, right? The only one that was different was this one, where she's less sad and more surprised. But that might make sense because everything else is pretty much the same.
Well, maybe maybe she. I don't know.
But how would I guess how would I? Because the way that they explained it was it's like, oh, an emotion that doesn't make sense. In this case, they both make sense. It's just one of them is more intense than the other. So how do I address that? Like, would I pinpoint surprised or pinpoint sad?
Well, sadness is the one that got lessened on this one for no reason, right?
So that's the one that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so pinpoint sadness.
Got it!
The amount of fear you felt, oh sorry, not sadness, fear, felt is rather low despite your legs having given out from fright. Could something have lessened your fear?
Actually, I did experience a sudden burst of courage at the moment.
No one would phrase it like that. No one on Earth would phrase it like that.
You're
You
right. She's in
did?
Japanoponia.
Where'd it come from?
Let me think. Oh, it was Mama.
The spirit of my mother.
I suddenly felt as if she were there with me.
Okay, I'll enter sudden burst of courage. Now, let's see. Ah, look.
The art! Yay!
I can do it.
I
Oh,
can
the noise
kill
is all
him.
gone. Jinxie seems to have remembered everything now. I don't know if this, still helps us, but
Bye-bye.
bye.
A sudden burst of courage. Now where could that have come from? Jinxie, was there something that gave you a sudden burst of courage?
Yes, there was, but
But you wouldn't believe me.
I realized I had done something naughty when I thought about it later.
Oh no.
Wonder what that could possibly be.
Any idea what could give Jinxie a courage? I don't know. Well, there is one piece of evidence that comes to mind. I wonder if she saw something like it at the scene of the crime. Jinxie, did your sudden burst of courage have to do anything with this? Wasn't it the flowers?
Yeah, it literally says it boosts Jinxie's courage because it was her mother's favorite.
I don't know. That
Well-
seems... No. Saba, you're overthinking it now.
Yeah, you know what we say on this stream.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it.
I got a sudden burst of courage from a single flower. Jinxie, you didn't happen to see a nine-tails flower there at the scene, did you?
The demon lawyer strikes again. I can't hide anything from you. I found a small case with a picture of a nine-tailed flower on it. I liked it so much I kept it.
That's the naughty thing. You stole something. You what? You can't remove evidence from a crime scene.
That's right, young lady. Sorry, I forgot I was the judge. Removing evidence is a big no-no.
That's also totally fine in character. I like the idea of the
I thought I
judge.
was watching one of my soaps.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah,
like
I was
sitting.
just
He's just like
watching.
sitting there, like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm working.
I was watching my favorite live stream. Now, the witness will produce said evidence this instant.
Sorry.
It does seem to be some sort of case. Like a murder case. Oh, look, something slid out. It appears to be a key.
Might I have a look, your baldness?
Oh, it fetched it. Okay, that's kind of fun.
Ah, this is none other than the master key to QB Manor.
How do you know that?
Are you certain of this, Prosecutor Blackquill?
I haven't been let out of jail, but I know.
Oh my god! Sorry, you just struck me with another piece of inspiration. How how they do like director's commentary sometimes, and then like in Portal 2, they have like the developers talk about the game in it or whatever. How funny would it be if if you could optionally turn on the gallery where it's us throwing in little quips like, what the fuck are you talking about? How could you possibly know that?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Exactly, but it's like a feature in the game that you can turn on.
It matches the serial number of the key that went missing after the murder.
Oh, that's how he knows. Okay.
All right, thanks,
A
buddy.
master key that went missing? I don't really like the sound of that.
See, it makes sense that it wasn't comedic, so you shouldn't have laughed before I could explain it. Anyway, our little scamp here stumbled upon an article of unimaginable consequence.
That's a little melodramatic, don't you think? No.
Heed these words, for I shall say them but once. The sole key to the Fox Chamber has been in this little scamp's possession.
Constant possession.
That's even worse.
Ergo, she was the sole person who could use it before, during, and after the murder.
Whew.
Which leaves the master key as the only other key that could have opened the chamber. But this master key was found in a room that had been locked by this girl.
And your point is...
Until Jinxie Tenma opened the Fox Chamber with her key, the room had been locked tight from the outside world. And there was no one else in there save the victim and his killer.
How... Can we place a bet? In game time, how many hours do you think until we mention the fact that there's a vent?
Like 2
10
minutes.
years.
I trust you figured it out yourself by now. She clearly vented. A killer, other than Mayor Tenma himself, would be utterly inconceivable.
No! That's a good thing
love
to
it.
shout in the middle of court.
I love Apollo's bird lip so much.
I don't. It's so
I like
bad.
it. It's great.
Wait, in
It's so
3D, it looks atrocious. In 2D, it
I
looks
like it
great.
both in 2D and in 3D. It's great in both.
It's awful.
It's so good.
How could this happen?
You fucked us. You went too far.
Soldier boy.
We went from too many yokai to not enough yokai.
What am I gonna do with all these yokai?
Apparently, make them disappear.
Props tomorrow.
The defense's assistant will refrain from growling her frustrations. It's annoying as shit.
Athena, are you all right?
I know Mayor Tenma's innocent, but there's nothing we can do.
Purple. This sucks.
Sykes, Dodo. Allow me to put you out of your misery.
Bang.
Yeah. Boom.
Did you know samurai use guns too? Bang.
Can I decline your offer?
Abandon your client and your misplaced faith in him. Let the relief of a clear head and a clean conscience come rushing in. That will make the inevitable guilty of her far easier to accept.
Great. Now he's playing Simon Says with us. Well, he's not going to fool us with his stupid mind games. Athena, don't fall for his tricks.
Oh, now I'm the one who's dazed and
Will you
confused.
just focus?
Can't even think straight. My analytical psychology, no!
Whoa.
Are you all right? She fell right into his trap.
Now, I suggest you make a mad dash from the courtroom and into the wild blue yonder. Only by running shall your mind be cleared and your conscience cleansed.
All right, I'll be back in 10.
Stay with me, Athena. Don't let yourself be twisted by that samurai.
Apollo. No, I need to go
Mr.
run.
Justice, I heard the word objection, but what is it you object to?
That's true. There's technically no statement that he said that we could object to. All right. Objection was more of a reflex than anything else. Though I was hoping something would come to me while I was trying to stop
Edgeworth-ass
Athena.
moment.
The court is waiting, Mr. Justice, though as it stands now, I'll be forced to declare your client guilty and your legal skills suspect if this is it. Now, do you have anything that could overturn the prosecution's case?
Yeah, event.
Yeah, right? Well, actually, like, cause, like, even, like, the thing that drives me fucking insane, doesn't it look like this air duct thing would be something that they would classically just add later? Like, we would get more testimony, and it's like, oh, by the way, there's an air vent, right? It just feels weird. Sorry, I have to adjust my face cam. My face cam's all fucked up.
No.
I can't turn off the autofocus, man. It's so annoying. There you go.
Can you turn on the after focus?
What the fuck?
I'm just having a strong.
Having a strong. Oh, actually, I do. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
Apollo, you do have something more than your cords of steel, don't you?
You're not helping! Not really, but I will be fine.
But...
I've got absolutely nothing. Never stopped me before. I have to explain how the real killer could have escaped that locked room. The vent!
No, that's dumb. That's
Apollo,
dumb.
this
You're
calls for a
silly.
new approach. Try to think outside the box.
Like something that could
Literally.
ventilate the box.
Yes.
What could possibly provide airflow in and out of a box?
Oh my god.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have anything that can counter the prosecution's argument?
You bet I do. The real killer must have escaped from the locked room one way or another.
Vague conjecture shall only earn you a taste of my blade, Justice Dono.
Time to do or die, literally.
The defense will now explain how it would be possible to escape the locked room. It's impossible. It's locked.
True.
You sure about this, Apollo? Can you really explain what happened?
Because, like, straight up, if they have us just straight up present the thing and then we talk about the vent, I wonder if they're trying to make the player feel smart, because no one's mentioned the vent, right? Like, we keep making jokes about how no one's mentioned the vent, but it's so fucking obvious that it's like, I wonder if they're trying to set it up so that way the player feels like, ooh, I'm smart, because I remembered the vent.
I will say that, what's-his-face, Fulbright mentioned the vent is like 9 feet in the air or something, so you would need like a ladder or something else to reach
Or
it.
you can just jump.
Or step ladder.
Like, we saw a guy who jumped from the top of a building earlier.
I mean, surely that guy's not relevant to the case, though.
Surely, like, clearly not relevant to the case. We just need to think of this whole escape a locked room thing over from the beginning. So, let's see. If the killer had escaped, how could they have done so?
The choices are pretty limited.
There's all the... Yikes!
As a matter of fact, I can't really even think of any choices.
Stop! The room has a window, but it was locked. And it doesn't open that far.
And there's a sheer cliff outside.
Just... Fuck you, just jump. I don't care.
We pointless.
I mean, I don't know about any of the people that were in that room, but I could make that jump. I have like a 19. I have a 19-foot vertical.
Did you watch that? Did you watch that episode of Game Changer where Ify Wadiwe jumped like 10 feet 5 inches, like total vertical?
Yeah, his very, very tips of his fingertips reach that high.
Yeah. So what we do is we take that. Okay, first off, take an actual athlete. Bang. There you go. Already get higher than that. And then B, if Uncharted taught me anything, it's that your fingertips are the strongest part of the human body.
If Uncharted taught me anything.
We can rule out all of the absolutely impossible escape routes.
Then whatever's left just might lead us to the Fox Chamber, to how the Fox Chamber was compromised. Your Honor, the defense proposes that the killer escaped through here.
Yes.
Ouch. Zach's taking a drink of water.
No,
Zach's forgetting to breathe.
well, now I'm getting psyched out. Like, this is actually a don't think about it too hard situation, because it's like, it's fucking obviously the vent, right? But the fact that they just said, like, well, if we eliminate all the impossibilities, it could only be the remaining thing. And so it's like, they just addressed the window and the vent as being impossibilities, so that means the only other thing would be the Forbidden Chamber, right?
Just don't overthink it.
No, they said the Forbidden Chamber also didn't open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, air ducts. Fuck you.
They said it was okay.
And just
Damn,
how
escape
did
from
you
here. You jumped. No!
You fucking dumbass, you idiot, you absolute buffoon, you moron.
No! There's no penalty for escaping random guessing. I try that one again. What the fuck? I mean, the front door?
Yeah?
I mean, I guess so.
It's not locked for him. If you're already in the room, right? You can just leave.
Through the phone.
He's right.
He phoned home like E.T.
He phoned
Chili
out of there
Pepper.
like from the Matrix.
Yeah, he called, beam us up, Mr. Whatever Space. I almost said Spork, that's not his name. He's also not Stark. It's
Spock.
beam us up, Stark. It would appear you've already forgotten.
It was also
Spock's name.
Scotty that was the teleporter operation specialist.
It seems you've forgotten that Scotty was the one who did that. The only available key until Jinxie Tenma came on scene was within that locked room. How could one exit the Fox Chamber and then lock it without a key?
I should have seen this coming.
Remember, Apollo, keep it simple. Don't overthink it.
Remember, kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
There, like, once again, if we did actually have a following and we could do merch, like, definitely the first line of merch that we would have done would have been the I Miss My Virginity. And then we would have done JoJo reference, but it's just like a black shirt with like default font. And then we would absolutely do a don't overthink it, and it's just a picture of like me being fucking annoyed.
Are you saying the first one wouldn't be Potion of Mud?
No, because I thought
Potion of Mud is a classic.
I thought I Miss My
Oh, man,
Virginity
Potion of
was before that.
No,
Wasn't it?
I don't think so.
Was Potion of Mud the first like on-stream meme that we did?
Potion of Mud is
think so.
pretty old.
That's
It's pretty
true.
old.
It's pretty old.
I feel like Sword of the Ancients is older.
That's old too.
It's just a picture of Old Bag wielding the Sword of the Ancients.
Yeah.
I could understand if the killer had exited the room with the key, but
Well, Mr. Justice, the prosecution has some fine Japanese steel waiting unless you
My
explain
God.
yourself quickly.
you're volunteering that, Judge. That's really fucked up.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Do it now.
Murder. I'm fine. I can explain myself. The reason the Fox Chamber's hallway door was locked was because
Perp blocked it from the outside.
Wait.
Hmm?
Well, because if you can lock it from the
a
outside,
little
couldn't you
bit
just unlock it
confused.
from the outside as well? Isn't that like part of the problem?
I'll never tell.
I hate when the game literally says don't overthink it and then presents me with 3 options that I feel like are all like kind of possible. Like, okay. Could the door have locked on its own? I mean, literally, yes, but I don't have any evidence to support that, so I'm gonna say no. Kenma locked it from the inside is what the prosecution is arguing, so we probably don't want to say that. So then the perp locked it from the outside? But aren't they literally arguing that it was locked from the inside? Like, isn't that just factually incorrect?
No.
Are you actually saying that, or are you
Yes.
just saying 2 letters?
Yes.
Now, are you just saying 3 letters, or are you conversating with me?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I'm late for my shift as one of the guards. I can take over for my part now, Grant.
He
Oh, thanks.
he-
Okay, gosh.
he
That
left
was
through
hard.
he left through the front door, locked with the key, and threw it through the vent. Why? Why would you do that?
The key had to have traveled through the vent in that case, like a fucking horse race test horse, where it just bounced off the wall.
Ding, ding, ding,
Fell
ding,
into
ding,
the
ding,
fall.
I mean, depending on how long he was dead for, you could throw it from the window, right? And then just close the window?
From the window?
Yes.
Yeah, like from the outside. I know there's a cliff outside, but like a cliff isn't literally impassable.
It's just impossible.
They mentioned the sheer cliff, which means it's like a negative 30-degree drop.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just get good. Goats do it
Okay.
all the time.
I have to climb a lot of hills for work.
In the
Oh,
office?
brag about it, Grant.
Yeah. I will. I had to. Yesterday, it was literally so steep, I had to get on all 4s to climb up this fucking yard.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
I'll say at
Jibber
Grant's
jabber
workplace-
all day with this guy. Always
At Grant's
talking about his
workplace in the
dream job
office,
or whatever.
They replaced the normally perpendicular, like, straight level floors with, like, a constant ascent towards the boss's office.
Exactly, it's
from bothering
fucked.
him.
It's messed up.
They
Can
also
I get
started
it?
the
Can I
forward
get
spikes,
it?
too.
By the way, can we actually make progress here? Can someone help me out?
God, no, are you kidding me?
It's the third one. The perp locked it from the outside.
I told you, and you didn't listen to me, Zachary.
I mean, you did say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What if the room was locked from the outside? In other words,
You
the
know.
killer took the key through the... Hey!
Consider this. I hate you. The master key was found inside the tightly locked fox chamber, and the assertion that the key was removed from that room is a blatant contradiction of fact.
Yeah.
No, never
Exiting
do.
the room before locking the door would require taking the key outside, but the key was found inside the room, which does seem like a contradiction.
If only we could explain both. If only there was, I don't know, just like a quick duplicate that you can make. But you can't do that of keys. Keys are like cosmically bound to be one
Unless-
thing.
Unless you have a certain tanuki-looking man who's good at pickpocketing things and slid the key into her pocket.
Into
I mean, also,
My
couldn't you
asshole.
just pick the lock?
Yeah.
no one in any of these games knows how to pick locks, Zach. That's too criminally convenient.
True.
It's like that. Like, wouldn't that be a fun like fingerprints thing where it's like once you discover that someone, like a suspect or like a person in the case, has the ability to lockpick, suddenly it just opens up like a whole new avenue where it's like, well, technically there are no locked doors anymore.
Well, here's the thing, Zach. You know for sure that if they do that, they're gonna be like, they'll be like, all right, I know how to pick locks, but I couldn't pick this lock. It was too hard. And then like 30 minutes later, all right, I did pick the lock, but I
That's-
was lying.
Adrian, you should write for an Ace Attorney game because you're so right.
Well, let's see if it fit. Okay. How could the master key be at the crime scene despite the room being locked tight?
Slept it in when the door was open?
Is that how locks work though? I don't think so, right?
I mean, it's how some locks work, depending on if the like door thing is like slanted rather than just a straight like prism. But the answer is the middle one.
Holy shit, was I right with the window? Come on, dude.
No.
What if someone threw it in from the room from outside? You know, something like go out the hallway door, lock the room, and then toss the key back through the window. That would explain how the master key could have been inside the locked room.
And where would you throw it from? There is a cliff outside the Fox Chamber's window. Throwing the key in from there is an impossibility, unless you're
Unless he had a bird.
Oh, that too.
Oh,
Unless it was a
right.
bird. I wonder if the key could have been tossed in from somewhere other than the window. Through the air vent, you're right.
There's no way. Somewhere other than the window. Well, actually, hold on. I mean, you, like, if you're able to get up into the air vent and then just fucking huck it all the way down to the other end, it would land on the side of the room that had Tenma on it. Am I actually gonna click the vent again?
Air duct time.
Take that!
The air vent.
Look, it was
Yes.
here.
The window may be out of the question, but the air vent is not.
Oh, that's right. The Fox Chamber's air duct
Right.
leads out into the
There,
hallway.
okay, hold on. They can't possibly argue that it's like that Adrian's horse race thing is actually what they're gonna like do, because it's like, oh, there's a slanted wall, so you just throw it really fucking hard at that, and then it would. Oh, is that the jangling that we heard? By the way, is the jangling of keys?
Maybe.
Jingle, jangle.
I got keys that jingle, jangle, jingle.
That's right. The real killer jingle, jangle, jingles. And then drop the key into the room through the vent inside the chamber. Holy shit.
That's preposterous.
Oh, that explains how the key got in there after it was used to lock the door perfectly.
Mr. Justice, I'm afraid I'm a bit confused, like normal.
Don't worry. I'll explain it so even your honor.
Rude.
Thanks.
First, the real killer, disguised as Temitaro, murdered the alderman in the Fox. Well, we know they weren't disguised, but alderman in the Fox chamber. Then they fled the room through the hallway door and locked it. Next, they entered the air duct. Finally, the killer tossed the key into the room to the air vent. It's silly.
Wow.
Good.
I'm just like in my mind all this work. Because we know it's the assistant guy, right? Like the assistant guy is so obviously the murderer. So I'm just imagining this like foppish whatever, just like, oh, I have to crawl through the vent and throw this disgusting key. Oh. I was right, I'm so smart I didn't even know anything about the murder. You know what, Golden Wise? You are correct. I'll give it to you. I just don't, like, in my mind, I don't know. I guess I just kind of assumed, why would you crawl through the vent just to put the key in there? But whatever. Well, Your Honor, could that be any clearer?
Amazing. Even I could follow that.
The judge seems
really pleased.
That explains everything. The real killer was someone dressed up like Tenmataro. And there was someone else other than the mayor and the alderman in that room.
That massive forehead of his.
Order, 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 I say.
Now that I've proved a possible third party, I don't see how our client could be guilty. Silence.
A valiant effort, Justice Dono, but your final thrust missed its mark. I'll show you a final thrust.
Huh?
Both that little scamp and the tricksy Tanuki saw the yokai after it left the room. But then what?
But then what?
Did that irksome yokai simply go through the
No,
foyer
this is
and
where the
waltz
window
right
comes
out the
into
front
play
door?
The
That's
window.
exactly what happened. The killer fled from the
Oh.
But that is impossible without being spotted by the foyer security camera, that is.
Welcome
There's no way he could have escaped.
to Japanifornia.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it would actually be kind of interesting if they kind of subverted it slightly, because, I mean, my assumption was that the guy just fucking leapt upwards through the vent, because, I don't know, that seems logical to me, but...
Go, go, gadget, spring boots.
Or I don't know, whatever.
The electric eye here would have captured any pesky little yokai trying to escape.
Watch, it's not the window, it's the fact that Tanuki Man just turned off the...
However, there is no
Camera.
sign of Tenmatara anywhere in the security
It
footage.
interferes with the TV when I'm using it. Sorry, I'm double check. My computer is whirring up like crazy. I'm trying to see what's causing it, like what's causing the heat.
Your
You
computer
know what?
tells
It
I got a
actually
new
might
computer.
just be the fact that it's like 80 something degrees in my room right now. You know what? That's probably it.
Maybe.
Graham, why didn't you tell me it gets hot in the summer? Bullshit.
Zach, it gets cold in the wind.
That's fine.
In
That's
the wind?
totally
In
fine.
the wind. Zach, it gets hot. Just life.
Zach, it gets comfortable in autumn around evening.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I want, like, every day in my house.
Save for the foyer entrance, there is no other way to flee the manor, is there?
Zach, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
I TOS. I can't.
Zach, it's getting hot in here, so put your credit card up to the camera.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I need to see it to cool down your room.
I don't feel so good.
Wait, I believe there is one other way to escape besides the foyer entrance. There's a large window in the foyer.
And?
Yes,
No, that's it.
Athena.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a large one in the foyer. He could have looked at that and then left through the front door.
Escape through there without being seen by the security camera.
Hey, you're right.
Silence.
Must I point out every crucial detail to the defense? It seems you lack not only brains, but investigative prowess to boot. That is the cliffside of the manor.
So then Tanuki Man just turned it off.
Also, what do you mean cliffside of the manor? No, it's not. You're lying.
The only killer escaping that way would be a dead one.
No! Saba, can I get your best? No!
Well, no, it was French because she put an N at the end, so non.
Yeah, I said no. That's what I did.
He put a picture of the room in front of the camera.
Alright, that's pretty good. That's a good one.
And you could absolutely get a picture
Or
of
he
the
just
room
took
because
off his costume, maybe. If
And just
Tanuki
walked
Man's
out?
in on it.
well, once
Yeah.
again, since we understand it to be the what you calls it, right? The foppish guy. So it's entirely possible that he like rushes out, takes off the costume, hides it, and then just goes into the security booth and is like, "Oh, we're watching wrestling."
Indeed.
What the heck, right?
Ha! I suppose your next proposal is the killer sprouted wings and flew off into the sunset.
Yes,
He had wings.
that would mean the killer was really a yokai.
If only we had some sort of evidence that could point to. Oh, because the thing they saw, it's out in the sky. The
Who's
newspaper.
saying we don't? completely far-fetched as it might be.
What? You're saying we can prove the killer could fly?
Sure, why not?
Whoa, I thought I was the one with the seal.
She just shouted that for everyone to hear.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
this.
this. Can I be straight up with you? This is the best case I think we've ever done.
Right? I love this case. It's my favorite.
So fun.
I love this case.
And it's crazy because it's like it's really good, but then there's like I don't know, there's no Phoenix. Which is like fine, like there's no problem with that, but it's just like I don't know, it's just so interesting how like this is so good and it has none of the original cast.
Apollo's and
Well, that's not true to
Phoenix's
judge, I
like
guess, but-
characters are pretty similar, so I feel like you could just swap them out and we'd be
I
like,
will say Phoenix did show up in the form of a phone call at the beginning.
Shit, you're right.
So he was technically here.
Your Honor, what evidence do you have that the killer flew away? It's this. Oh, look, they don't even they even fold it so you can't see it directly. How cheeky.
Take that!
How cheeky. Take a look at this special edition paper. Tenmataro, real or flight of fancy? What does this article prove? Oh, sorry, that's the judge.
Yep.
What does this article prove, mistress?
The photo in that article was taken shortly after the murder. Maybe the yokai in the photo is the killer shortly after he fled out the window?
Mr. Justice, you're not seriously suggesting...
Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it all adds up, probably. The killer, disguised as Tenmataro, flew away, you know, like some way or another.
Silence.
No! You can't make me!
I will say this is the first time I'm like, Blackquill, like,
the coup.
Blackwell's the reasonable one here. It's like, are you stupid?
Are you
Yeah.
stupid? Powers aren't real. Now watch as I telekinetically slice this feather.
Did you read this?
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, sorry.
That image is not but trick photography of some other form of artifice.
Fool! There's no Photoshop during this era. Well then, how about the Tenmataro figure Mr. Filch saw? It just vanished into thin air.
No, there is a rational, common sense explanation for that. That infernal yokai our Trixie Tanuki witness never reached the entrance. He, or should I say she, turned back before the camera's electric eye.
What do you mean, Are you trying to say that you're not seriously starting to implicate Jinxie? She? I don't like where this is going one bit.
Now, the fact that we know the yokai had come from the Fox Chamber means that it was likely either Mayor Damien Tenma or his daughter, Jinx Tenma. However, we know that Mayor Tenma was already unconscious at the time.
You can't, but we can't do this, right? Don't we have to start a new trial if you then
Yeah, I was gonna
implicate? You know, Your Honor, I would like to just straight up Control X, Control V. Can we do that?
Yeah, sure.
Do you understand the gravity of the situation now, Justice Dono? The falsified yokai remnants and the appearance of Tenma Taro were the work of one individual.
Okay.
And that individual is none other than Jinxie Tenma.
Wait, were you there?
She was the last witness we had.
Oh!
Things have gotten quite serious.
Order, order! The defense will stop competing for the greatest freakout ever.
Or the defense will stop being a YouTube reaction thumbnail.
You know what? Have they ever done? You know how they do the joke like quite like semi-frequently of like, oh, this character is so short that when we do the pan, they're standing on a box or whatever. Have they ever done the joke where it's like, oh, this character is like deceptively tall? Imagine they look normal when they're on the stand, but then when they do the pan out, they're actually like on their knees.
That little scamp was no doubt simply trying to protect her father. And it's no wonder that her superstitious mind conjured up this mad masquerade.
Prosecutor Blackwell's assertion makes perfect sense to me.
You're a dickhead.
It's far more convincing than say the killer escaped by flying out the window. That's stupid.
Did you truly believe this could end any other way?
Did we fall right into his trap?
What do we do now, Apollo?
Our case no longer stands without a real yokai. If only we had one.
Bailiff, seize her! It is time I interrogated her as a samurai of yore would.
Hold it. Who said that?
I don't know. We didn't hear her voice.
Oh.
Father! He's gonna be like, I did it because he's trying to protect his daughter.
Saba, you're so right.
I can't freaking believe it.
This farce is over. How does it feel seeing your own daughter accused of a cover-up most foul?
Tenmataro's true identity is...
Now, Mr. Mayor. It would be futile at this point to claim you were the yokai. After all, you had been knocked out cold by a blow to the skull.
I killed him.
Slipping into a yokai costume and roaming with the manor would be all but impossible. Consider this well. As it stands, your daughter will be arrested for obstruction of justice. But if you confess, the prosecution would be willing to overlook her little yokai farce.
Straight up, this is an excellent gambit. That's actually crazy. I could absolutely believe that because he knew all this evidence to begin with, I could absolutely believe that he was setting this up from like moment one just to do this play.
Confess? The defendant intends to confess?
Wait!
Apollo, Prosecutor Blackwell's up to his mind tricks again.
What? Why didn't you say mind games?
Right, because you moved it so fast that I
Oh,
didn't.
I'm sorry.
All I heard was mind.
Oh, sorry. Mayor Tenma, no! Don't fall for his twisted words. If you're sent away for murder, Jinxie will be left all alone.
The real killer is...
Mayor Tenma's going to confess unless we do something.
But I can't prove how the real killer could have flown away.
Okay, he's just gonna say.
Caw. Look upon me in despair, for ripe is the time for my return.
Uh-oh. I should watch what I wish for.
Oh.
Caw, foolish mortals! I am the Tenmataro, the yokai you seek.
Wait, can you do an Aku voice?
Absolutely.
Mayor Tenma?
Silence! I am Tenmataro. Breathe from the bonds binding me to the bathing chamber.
The foolish samurai
The
prosecutor.
foolish samurai prosecutor.
Wielding
Right.
a magic bird.
The return of the Demon King.
Demon King.
Well, then I think it's time for me to take
Take a vacation!
The witness will, he will explain himself. Are you saying you're Tenmataro, the yokai we've been chasing this whole time?
Indeed, it is I, Tenmataro, the one whom you seek, come to reveal the truth.
His voice is so good.
This child is Tenmataro, you say? How? What a nonsense!
Well, so what I'm assuming here is that he's not actually lying, because isn't he the Tenmataro wrestler? Is that not the assumption?
Oh.
Mm.
He's cooking.
He's cooking.
I got vegetables to make stir fry again, by the way.
He's cooking.
So
Right
Mayor
now? He's
Tenma
not
is a
actually in the kitchen?
yokai now.
He's frying.
His body is now mine.
So you're saying that Mayor Tenma is being possessed by you? And that the yokai that Jinxie Tenma and Phineas Filch saw, and the one captured in the newspaper photo,
believe we're doing
those were all you?
The accursed power of these warding chambers prevents me from revealing my true form.
Oh my god, I like the double sweating nervous pose. You don't see them both in the same frame very often.
That's
true.
really a good call out there. That is quite
Like,
funny.
Your baldness.
Your baldness. This is insane.
This is stupid.
Can this not be interpreted as an admission of guilt?
Well, a confession by a yokai would be quite unprecedented.
Be that as it may, the defense's case has been overturned.
Huh? What?
You claimed the yokai that little scamp saw was some third party, the true killer. The only one who escaped from the locked fox chamber, but it was the accused all along. Ironic, is it not? Your yokai turned out to be real in a manner of speaking. For the alderman's killer is none other than Mayor Tenma. And the yokai at the scene? That too was Mayor Tenma, or should I say, our dear Tenma Taro. The pieces have all fallen into place.
How so, Prosecutor Blackquill?
Seems I must spell it all out. Mayor Tenma killed the alderman in the fox chamber, which was locked at the time.
Which was locked at the time.
He then removed the warding charm from the hidden chamber's door, but then fell unconscious from the blow the alderman had delivered to his head. That's when his daughter Jinxie Tenma stumbled on the scene of the crime.
Jam.
Little Scamp fled in terror, whereupon the spirit of Tenma Taro, freed at last from the charm's warding effect, took possession of the mare. The newly freed Tenma Taro then fled from the fox chamber. So you see, the yokai Jinxie Tenma saw was her father possessed by Tenma Taro.
Objection!
But when we arrived at the scene, the mayor was found unconscious. How is it possible if he would... How is that possible if he was supposed to have blown out the foyer window?
Then what? Do you mean to say the maid of QB Manor, Jinxie Tenma, was Tenma Taro?
This is a false dichotomy. These are not the only two options. Obviously. Oh.
That too is easily explained.
Grant remembering as he's reading that he gets to do
I was
the
like,
fucking...
all right. I was like, what the fuck?
Flew about for a time, did I? But presently tired, I made for the forbidden chamber. But alas, exhaustion took me unawares in the fox chamber, and I knew no more.
It would seem the pieces are still in place.
Is Blackquill up to his tricks again? No shit.
I don't know what to say. Is the defendant a real live?
So it's true.
Yokai were real.
Who are you gonna call?
Yokai Busters.
Order! Order!
Now he's got everyone in the courtroom believing in yokai.
You know, yokai are really cool. They should make some sort of like buddy monster capture game that features yokai, but like with cute designs. I think that would be really successful for a while.
No, that's dumb.
Well, they need some
They
way
wouldn't
to
do that.
advance, so you have character progression. So, like, how would they advance? How would they change or evolve?
I don't know. You have any suggestions?
Maybe if they give them guns.
Okay, so now
Hell
they're Digi.
yeah.
Now they're Digimon. It's Simon Says on steroids. He wants to convict our client any way he can, even if it means blaming a yokai.
The proverbial, I forgot it was him. The proverbial ducks are all in a row.
What do you mean? It looks exactly like a you character.
I was just
That's
staring
exactly like
like, man, I can't wait for him to say
Adrian.
the next thing he's gonna say. You should now have no qualms about finding the accused guilty of your baldness.
This is one of the most bizarre cases in my entire career. Otherworldly, in fact.
Bitch, you took testimony from a parrot.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the parrot didn't have special powers like all of
That
you guys
parrot is
have.
real. Can yokai even be prosecuted under our legal system?
Mayor Tenma is just pretending to be Tenmataro to protect his daughter. Plus, I already proved how a third party could have escaped from the locked room. A verdict at this point would be premature.
Since both sides have raised valid points, I have no choice but to
Flip a coin.
guilty.
I was gonna say flip a coin.
Oh yeah.
This is the dark age of law where defense attorneys are not to be trusted. Where defense attorneys...
What? I thought you were the
Yeah,
one
you
who
know.
ushered in the dark age of law by murdering people.
Not-
Yeah, so you
probably
can't trust the
not.
defense attorneys.
This is but a ploy to gain time for them to fabricate evidence. How will I sleep tonight? Knowing you will not let the sun rise on the mayor's day of reckoning. Justice Donut.
Objection!
I won't fabricate any evidence. What the fuck are you talking about?
Then prove it by joining me.
On the dark
Oh.
side, wow.
A night in the clink will ensure you will not succumb to temptation.
What? Are you? Hold on.
Hey, whoa,
Hold
hey.
on.
Hey,
no,
all
he's
right.
doing-
of my hog.
Well, he's doing the fucking.
Yes.
Come on, man. We were doing so good.
Yes.
Like, so the joke I was gonna make was that he slams his hand down and he looks all confident or whatever, and then Apollo's like, huh? And then, like, the camera zooms in on Blackwill's face, and, like, a single sweat drop goes down his cheek, like, right?
Zooms in on his hog.
How about I just promise not to succumb to anything?
We have both evidence and a confession. The killer is this yokai before us. It's beyond dispute. A guilty verdict is all but...
What? What's wrong with him?
Yeah, full bright.
Prosecutor Blackquill, we've had enough of your hijinks. The foundation of justice is fair play, and you're in serious violation of
What the devil was that? Fulbright, have you tampered with my shackles in some manner?
It seems you have found that quite shocking. It's my special jolt of justice device. Each press is a shocking reminder to behave.
You shall pay for this. I, Simon Blackwell, vowed to...
Your Honor.
This guy is a fuck.
You need not fear now. I believe Prosecutor Blackwell will remain on his best behavior.
A bit late with the reassurances, aren't we, Detective? Think of how many feathers he cut in half.
Well, in that case, this concludes today's deliberations. Prosecution and defense will use the opportunity to further their investigations. This court is adjourned. I'm going home.
Goodbye.
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 He just does like the walking down the stairs thing.
He does that, and then he's like, I'm gone now.
I'm gone. You can leave.
Please
I'm in the
leave
basement.
room.
No, he does that. He's like, I'm going downstairs to the gravity button.
They keep moving it on me.
Oh, this place. Remember this place?
No.
Yay, the wah.
Imagine you didn't play like game 4 and you're like, who the fuck is that guy on the wall back there?
I'm sure he's no one significant.
True.
Having a yokai testify in court is unprecedented, to say the least.
I can't.
Do it. Do it.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if that's kosher anymore. I am
Do it.
Tenmataro, the yokai that you seek.
No, that wasn't it. No.
It's pretty close.
Redo it.
No, that was pretty
Redo it
close. I
again.
think that was pretty close.
No.
Grant is forcing you to do purple accrotriation, Zach.
Yeah, I'm forcing you into purple accrotriation.
Can I get the? What would you? How would you even call that? It's not the N-word pass. What would it be?
The yellow pass.
Can I? Hey, Grant, can I get a yellow pass from you?
Yeah, I'll give you the yellow pass. I'll give you the yellow card.
I just absolutely go into like a fucking what's his name from Funhouse? James Williams. It's like a full like oh. Anyway, how could such a straight-laced man like Mr. Tenma suddenly become a demon?
Coward.
Yeah, it's strange. Even worse, Prosecutor Blackquill is playing along. I can't even think straight anymore. I need to go out for a run. See you in a bit.
She
Wait,
just runs
what about
straight
the
through the wall.
Investigation.
Yay!
Whoa, Trucy, welcome back. That's gonna be me on top of me.
1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm just like they are. What the fuck? Did her eyes just move apart?
Oh, you're in your stage
Don't worry about
outfit back from work.
This is what I always wear.
I really nailed this new magic trick I've been working on. I also heard about those tricks that were conjured up in court earlier today. You know, the demon out of nowhere trick and Polly's tightrope style defense trick.
Man, she's really cute. She.
I fucking love Trucy.
Holy fuck. I was seriously considering a disappearing act of my own after all that craziness. Anyway, our next trick is to find a suspect other than the mayor. I know the killer must have used that air duct in their escape.
And whoever did that was the Tenma Taro that Mr. Filch and Jinxie saw.
Right. Maybe there's some evidence in the air duct?
The real fight starts right now. Hey, before you go, let me make the evidence you no longer need disappear.
She's clearing out our inventory.
3, 2, 1, ta-da!
That's kind of fun. I like that a lot.
Aw, nice.
Unnecessary evidence has disappeared into Trucy's magic. Bloomer.
Thanks, Satan.
You're welcome. I wonder where all that stuff. Sorry.
Okay, let's get over to the scene of the crime. Vamonos, Apollo! Vamonos!
You gotta pick a place to be from at some point.
She's from around, you know.
Detective Fulbright, mind if we search the air duct?
Yes.
Well, since you really are on the side of justice, I suppose I can let you. Plus, my own sense of justice has been called into doubt, so...
Do you think that if we saw some of these models during these like poses and animations from like a different angle, they would look insane?
Oh, 100%.
Right? Because I'm thinking about it now. It's like, I'm actually looking at his arms. I wonder if his arms are actually like, because they don't go that high. His arms are way longer than that. I wonder if we turned him like 90 degrees, if his elbows are like fucking super far back. So that way he can fucking poke his fingers together.
Maybe.
Wonder if he's been like this ever since the trial.
Well, his sense of justice has been beaten to a pulp. It'll probably take a while for him to recover.
I sort of feel bad for him, but we have work to do. Let's go get the evidence we need.
Hey, Adrian, were you? Oh, you're muted. But what were you?
Yeah.
Were you a fan of these games for like a long time? Because I know you played this, but like, did you play this on the 3DS?
No, I played it legally on my computer.
Like afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legally.
Well, because I was wondering, like, what was the response to this game? I guess.
There was a lot of controversy over being rated M.
Why?
Because none of the other games are. They're all rated T.
No, I know, but like, why is it rated M?
I think it might have to do with this fact that near the beginning, there's a child covered in blood in a cutscene.
Holy fuck. That might be true. The air duct is the key. We know that the Tenma Taro impersonator used it to make an escape. After murdering the alderman, don't care, we know. Okay for killer.
Killer.
Jacquila.
killer passed through the air duct. Maybe we'll find some evidence there.
Yeah, maybe some black feathers or something like that. Athena, lift me up. Well, here's our vent. It's awfully high up.
Yeah, I knew it.
I brought a step ladder. So let me just get it out of my pocket.
How nice of her to volunteer me for the job. Go in there, there's just like a big spider. Whoa, it's pitch black in here. Here goes nothing.
You go up there. Apollo, what are you doing in here? Justice Dodo.
How would you guys get in my house?
There's a thick layer of dust in here.
Everyone's in here, just like Gumshoe's like, hey,
Hey,
I've been living here
for a while.
since I lost my job.
Oh, this is where I've been.
Old Bag's like, what are you doing in my retirement home?
Detective Kane Buller or whatever, not detective, but just
The-
Kane
the-
Buller.
the-
I'm in the vent.
I'm in the vent. I'm stuck in here.
Find anything?
I found this guy. It's Kane Bullard.
Yikes, Apollo, what happened? You're covered in dust.
I went through a vent? You fucking broad? Yeah, dust. Lots of dust.
So, what'd you find?
Dust! You know how dust collects on something when nobody uses it for a long time?
Yeah, like Mr. Wright's desk back at the office.
Right. You think it'd be possible to crawl over that sort of dust without leaving a trail?
I seriously doubt it. Wait, you're not suggesting... No one's gone through the ducts lately.
Kinda looks that way. And if
Oh,
it's
no.
true, Mayor Tenma is going to be fingered...
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Sorry, audio cut out.
What?
I'm... Okay.
I would, Saba, there was a split second where I thought you were going to veto me, and I was going to crash out.
No.
I really like Apollo saying, I think that Maritime might be finger, and then Aku's like, what?
What? We
I'd like a large. What?
What? No. What's the? What's the actual line? Isn't it like?
Vic. Yeah.
In justice we trust.
Sorry, Mr. Justice. But it seems your justice was not the most just after all. It is my sense of justice that has prevailed.
Detective Fulbright sure seems chipper all of a sudden.
And I'm back to my old devastated self.
Oh, come on. Where's that never say die spirit? Bring it on, Mr. Lawyer Man. Bring it on.
Let me suffer in peace.
Justice prevails once more.
It's not over yet. And besides, kicking someone when they're down is what bad guys do.
She got him. Man, this reverse psychology
Jumps out the
shit's
window.
really useful. See, you know what I'm realizing now? The reason why the game kind of bamboozles you into thinking that Athena is like tall, I guess, or like taller, is that like, look, we're about to cut back to Detective Fulbright. Compare her like perspective on screen to Fulbright's perspective on screen, despite that Fulbright is like 6'2".
It's because of the thing on her hair. Oh, are you calling me a bad guy?
Well, even like, but I'm saying like,
not making yourself look like a good guy.
but I mean like, even if you take, but not Saba, sorry, Grant. Even if you take away the fucking the hair thing or whatever, she's still supposed to be like 5'2".
Well, look, Adrian. I mean, Zach. They got.
We are very similar. It's true.
It's true. You both have hair. Anyways, me, Bobby Fulbright, champion
None of
of
us wear
justice.
I don't
No,
wear-
Zach doesn't
I don't
wear
wear glasses.
No, he just has facial.
Yeah, that's why I said neither of us wear glasses.
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
yeah, that's true.
You know, you gotta give him a sec.
Sorry. It's
Zach
like
remembering his classic gaslighting.
oh, did I tell the story on stream of how when I went to the zoo, I told I was sharing the anecdote of how you guys say that I'm evil, and they're like, oh, why do they say he is gaslit himself? But I told them that you guys call me evil, and they're like, oh, really? Like, why? And I told the Christmas story, like the head bonk Christmas story, and 2 people laughed and were like, you're not evil, and then the rest of the people said nothing.
Well, I guess we know you have at least 2 evil friends.
No, they're my people.
Oh my god, you can tell he's evil because he's French now.
Oh no!
Never mind. I was gonna do the coup but French.
Yes. What? Then how about some information on the investigation? We need some help here.
Information about the investigation? Alright, but I won't have you calling me a bad guy ever again. Understood?
Man, this guy's so easy to manipulate.
We did it, Apollo!
Yeah, but how long can we keep this up?
I mean, Gumshoe wasn't hard to trick either.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
Like,
true.
are we gonna get a detective who's not stupid at some point?
I don't think we could win if we did.
Who was the detective in Apollo Justice?
Munchie's lady, remember the one you didn't like?
Oh yeah, she was just a human obstacle. That's true. Who was
Right,
who was the detective in Great Ace Attorney?
Me.
I don't know.
Oh no, it was the Sherlock Holmes character. It was the inspector,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The
Sherlock Holmes or
the
whatever.
inspector would show up and go like, well, what's all this then, and then arrest us.
What's all this then?
Every British person ever.
I can't believe Prosecutor Blackquill would stoop that low.
Grant, do you remember that Pokemon fan design that I showed you once, where it was a 3-stage evolution
Once?
for Sword and Shield, where stage 1 was well, and then the second one was Wasall, and then the third one was Disden.
Yeah.
I love that. I wish that they would have done that, man.
I mean, to pinning the blame on a yokai, he really wants a conviction at all costs.
Is that
Is
correct?
that what we were trying to do? Isn't that what we're?
No,
It's
I
not.
mean to pinning.
And think like what he went to do. He stooped that low. He's to be pinning this, you know.
Right, but that's not what she
Like,
says.
okay.
She's not to be pinning. She says, wouldn't this sentence read,
To
wouldn't
be
this
or
sentence
not
make
to
more sense if
be?
it says, I mean, pinning the blame on a yokai question mark?
But it's like him going to that level
I
rather
guess
than
so.
doing the act itself, I guess.
Okay, as if it's like a rung of a ladder. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
She could give yokai a run for its money, but she's mad. When she's mad.
Yes. Well, I have him writing a self-reflected essay as we speak.
I doubt that'll teach him anything.
Yeah, he'll probably just write dotard or daughtered 1,000 times.
That whole yokai business is most likely a fiction.
I'm not crazy, right? He did cut out for like a hot second there.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Not
making
gone
sure.
forever. Truth is, Prosecutor Blackquill believes Jinxie Tenma planted that yokai stuff. Planted it in an effort to protect her father, the real killer.
Yeah, right. I'd like to see him prove it.
Whoa, calm down. He doesn't even have any direct evidence, but we did find this.
Jingle, jangle, jingle.
It was at the base of the cliff, just outside QB Manor.
Do you think that's a fucking glider like Last Airbender?
It fucking opens up.
Yeah.
You have to airbend it.
Wait, isn't this the staff Ted Mataro was supposedly carrying?
The one and only.
Jingle jangle.
Miss Tenma no doubt tossed it over the cliff when she was done.
No way! Well, what about Prince?
He's been dead for a while.
Nope, no prince, but if she was wearing a costume, there wouldn't be any anyway.
When did we start facing this direction?
We're here now.
Weren't we looking at the door? Well,
I moved.
Prince or no prince, it's not going to work out in our favor. Sounds like the staff might have belonged to the mansion. But if that's the case, then where in the mansion did Tamataro get it from?
Security lounge.
Did Prosecutor Blackquill figure out the victim was the amazing Ninetales?
He did indeed. He's a sharp one, all right. He figured it out while investigating the municipal merger and the victim's past. The amazing Ninetales sparked the yokai craze and worked against the merger. And Mayor Damien Tenma is the corrupt politician who murdered that great hero. The amazing Ninetales fans are so angry, they even tried to storm the detention center.
I don't blame them. I mean, their favorite master wrestling hero was murdered. They must have been shocked when they found out what happened.
Speaking of which, isn't Jixie also a fan of the amazing Ninetales?
Meow.
Holy shit, we have like an hour and a half of stream left? God, this game's fucking exhausting. She spoke with a passion that only a fan could appreciate.
We ought to become fans ourselves and go protest in front of the prison.
What? No! Did you forget that that Mayor Tenma is not only Jixie's father, but our client?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, oh yeah?
You be careful now, you're defending the most hated mayor in history. I just hope you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a figure four leg lock.
Maybe I should wear a mask to hide my identity. Are there any other new developments we should know about?
Now that you mention it. Our suspect is suffering partial memory loss, but he did manage to remember something.
He did? What did he say?
He said he didn't want to speak with us. His exact words were, "I am under no obligation to speak with you, mortal." And other things of that nature.
I wonder what Mayor Tenma remembered.
Too bad you can't go ask him now, because Prosecutor Blackwill's busy questioning him. I know! Why don't you wait down at the playground with the rest of the kids? Ha ha!
I'm 20.
But now, Apollo.
How about regrouping back at the agency?
Good idea. We might get some words of wisdom out of Mr. Wright while we're there.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Saba doing the All Might point to Zach. Now it's your turn.
No! My attorney's badge?
No, no! Presented with more confidence and conviction. Like this! In justice we trust!
Okay, how's this? Apollo Justice, attorney at law!
He's like, you're doing too much now. You need to calm down.
Here comes justice!
That was amazing! But you know what they say, practice makes perfect. Let's see you do it 10 more times.
Please don't. Okay, I'll try my best.
Do.
Imagine they give you an achievement for presenting to him 10 more times.
Apollo.
How did he talk me into this?
It's actually like just looking up to see if there is an achievement.
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe I'll go read over some past cases.
And I'll go do some research on exorcisms.
You go.
Hey, what's with you guys? You seem bummed out.
How should I put this? It's like we're at the edge of a cliff and the only way is down.
In other words, business as usual, right?
That's really depressing. Yeah, I suppose so. Except this time it's like we're bound and gagged, too.
Nice.
Don't forget blindfolded with our ears plugged up.
Nice.
Oh, and monsters at every turn, huh?
No one talks like this! I'm assuming it's Phoenix.
Probably Phoenix.
It's Gumshoe. No, it's Phoenix.
It's Gumshoe. It's Edgeworth.
Oh,
Edgeworth comes out wearing
It's Lana
Phoenix's
Hart.
clothes.
It's Lana.
Zach's
It's
favorite,
Lana.
Zach's favorite character.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Apollo. Oh, and Athena's here too.
Mr. Wright.
looks like
I
Phoenix
look
right.
old.
Phoenix stupid.
How goes the investigation, Apollo? Athena?
Making Jerry Nudie.
I think it's safe to say I've gotten hairier than before.
Really? What happened? It's so weird talking to Phoenix from this perspective. I was
gonna
watching
get
you
food,
two
I'll
this
be
morning from the gallery. That was one tough day in court, I have to say the least. I know. I've never had to defend a yokai before. The evidence about the locked room was another major hurdle.
Yeah, and on top of that, Jinxie was accused of being an accomplice.
But at least you figured out how someone could have escaped that locked room. Yeah, well, we just found out that our reasoning might be a tad flawed. Oh, really? Well, that's bad news.
How are we going to get out of this one? I mean, it must
Kill
be
yourself.
through the forbidden room, right? Like
It
there
must
has to
it
a
must
way
be
it open.
it must be
Yeah.
that there's like you know how I was saying like, oh, it doesn't the vent normally feel like something that they reveal later? They must reveal, because remember it's so dark in there, right? So who's to say that what's his face, Apollo didn't just go through the vent and miss a turn that leads into the forbidden chamber, right?
Yeah.
The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Force a smile?
Yeah, my mentor taught me that back when I was still learning the trade. She had some real honkaloos. Anyway, she also taught me to return to the basics whenever I got stuck. Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. That is a lawyer's greatest and most trusted, except for that one time where we specifically had to not believe in our client in game 2.
Yeah, well, he appeared to be a good guy, but he was lying to us.
Right, and then it's like, oh, well, it turns out that wasn't true. Basics. Always believe in your client, huh?
And she's like, always believe in your client, but also make sure to do a rough and thorough background check on them first.
Of course. So, Mr. Wright, how long have you known Athena? I met her during a trip to Europe. Huh? You were in Europe? Why haven't I heard about this before? Oh my god, this is like setting up like another game.
I was sexing Edgeworth.
Yeah, what he said.
Went straight to Europe just to do that.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I thought you worked as a pianist after you quit practicing law. I did, but an old friend of mine needed help with some legal work from time to time, so... Oh, I guess you were never really far from the courtroom then.
It was like fate brought us together. It's thanks to Mr. Wright that I became a lawyer after all.
I knew she was lawyer material from the moment I met her. And I have high. Could you ever imagine that? Like some dude walking up to you and like he's nice, but he's like, you know what? You're lawyer material. Isn't that a huge insult in anything but the Ace Attorney universe? Maybe even in the Ace Attorney universe, that's an insult. I'm not sure. I had high hopes for her ability to analyze people's emotions. What's that?
It's nothing special.
Maybe I underestimated that underestimated that analytical psychology of hers.
I thought if that my special ability could help defend innocent people, then I had to do everything in my power to bring it to the courtroom. That's when I really started hitting the books hard. I kept slamming them onto the desk.
Obliterating
Make a
them.
nice sound.
I'm still amazed she actually became a lawyer. And at the tender age of 18, no less. Wow, that's almost ridiculous. And like completely asinine. Or personal, like she's trying to help somebody she knows.
All right. I'm totally pumped up after talking to you, Mr. Bright. It's like you said, the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles.
Isn't that all you ever do, though? And don't forget to return to the basics whenever you get stuck. Keep believing in my client. Right.
I believe in you.
I believe in you, Tenma Taro. I mean, Mayor Tenma. Mr. Wright? Yes? I'm going to go visit our client again. I think that's a good idea. Alright, time to see what's new down at the detention center. We go there and he's fucking dead.
Mayor Tenma, we wanted to talk to you about something.
Grant's muted. Was Grant getting food?
What a shame.
What a shame.
Baby, what a shame.
We can just keep going for now, right? Like, it's fine.
I can try.
Caw, caw, caw. So my minions have returned.
Apollo, he thinks he's still a yokai.
I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay, well, there you go. I wonder if we'll ever be able to talk to Mayor Tenma again.
I stole a coup from you for one line.
How dare you?
Silence, peddler of the legal trade. Free me from these imprising walls.
Wow, he's sounding more and more like a real demon with every sentence. I'm starting to wonder if we should even be helping him with his freedom.
Still, we can't let Mayor Tenma stay possessed. You know what I mean?
If you can clear me of these charges, I shall help you in whatever manner I may. Now ask of me what you will.
I suppose it's worth a shot. Were those feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime really your doing?
Indeed, the remnants of Tenma Taro.
I cut out for so long. I saw that.
Can you?
I heard the remnants of Tenma Taro.
Can you check your?
Yeah.
Can you check your input sensitivity? Like I know
I
you.
fucked with it last time.
Can you check your PayPal invoices? I sent you a bill for $400. I really need.
I didn't get it. That's
Oh, I
weird.
didn't
That's
see
crazy.
it. Try again.
Yeah, I don't know. You're sending it to the right account, right?
The day when I once again dominate the mortal world is. Ha ha ha!
Prosecution claims the feathers and tracks were planted by Jinxie.
What's this? I must breach these walls and go defend my
See, that's how you know it's not Tenmataro. Here's about Jinxie. Huh? Mayor Tenma, is that you?
Where should I change? I don't know if this is regular him or the
I think
persona.
I think do your best.
Okay. Well, now Damien appears to still reside within his body, but I should have expected as much from a descendant of mine. Be silent now, Damien.
The transition was so good. Oh my god. Guess a little thing like demonic possession won't stop a father's love for his daughter. You didn't kill Alderman QB, did you?
I have killed no one. The remnants of my presence have been misconstrued. The murderer is not I. Oh, fuck! God damn it.
For if I had slain that mortal, raging hellfire would have consumed him.
I didn't click.
Yeah, I know.
You can tell if it's him whether or not his tie is fanned out.
Oh!
Thank you.
So you're saying there must have been somebody else there. Come to think of it, the mayor had mentioned he had been clubbed with this statue. Better ask about this too. Detective Fulbright mentioned that you might have remembered something, or might have had something new to tell me.
Indeed, I have. I regurgitated the key but a short while ago.
Gross.
Also, that's barely a key.
Behold the key to the Forbidden Chamber.
To get into the Forbidden Chamber, you literally just need 2 sticks?
Just poke him in.
Oh my god!
I mean, I don't know if this is possible, but was he knocked out and then someone shoved the key down his throat?
If I had to assume anything, I would assume that he swallowed the key on purpose because he doesn't actually want the quote-unquote Tenmataro to be released. Right? Like I could imagine someone storming into the room being like, "Give me that key!" And then it's like, "No!" He swallows it. Whoa, is regurgitation one of your demonic powers too?
Bah, I do not waste my powers on such parlor tricks. Take the key from the killer, did Damien, whereupon he swallowed it. I shouldn't have taken a bite of food. He sought to bar the killer entry to the Forbidden Chamber.
I shouldn't have taken a bite of food or a bite of key.
Or a bite of key.
So he wanted to keep it shut tight.
But no fingerprints shall you find upon
No
that
shit,
key.
it was in your stomach. How do you know that? Wait, is that another one of your demonic powers then?
Foolish mortal, you would have me, Tenmataro, act as some asinine alchemist. I but asked the jailer and my will was done. Quite eagerly, I must add. Ha ha ha!
Oh my god.
Adrian,
to serve your malevolence.
your malevolence. So I'm not the only one he scares the living daylights out of.
Can we ask how you use this key? We couldn't find a keyhole anywhere in or around the door.
Curse that infernal door. But if I had known its manner of opening long, would I have made my return?
He has a point there.
Maybe Jinxie knows something about how the whole thing works? Forbidden Chamber key.
Chamber.
Question.
Have you seen my badge?
Have you seen my badge? Well, my question. Wait, did we read this? Yeah, we did this. You're a detective. One of your witnesses shits out a key that they swallowed. It's clean, like you clean, like someone else cleaned it, right? How long, like, do you ever touch that key with your bare hands?
How did they clean it?
No, I mean like the police.
Shine.
Yeah, a little spit shine.
Yeah.
Just kind of rubbed it. No, I'm saying like I don't know. They took it and they they investigated it first, obviously, to make sure that nothing significant mattered. But then they just like did like a normal washing, like the same way if your kid shits their pants, you don't you wash their pants. You wash them out and then they keep using the pants, right? That's what I'm saying.
Probably want to wear a glove
forever for the rest of the time you touch that key.
Yeah,
I could see that. Because even if it is, like, literally clean in a sense, it's like, in my mind, I'm still like, but I know.
Oh, by the way, before you leave, you need to present the thing, right?
I need this.
Yeah.
What, might I ask, is that?
This statue was found at the scene. Someone hit Mayor Tenma over the head with it. It had been wrapped in a large cloth before the alderman's murder.
Let me see whether Damien knows about such a thing. Yes. Something wrapped in such a cloth, does he recall? A secret gift from Alderman QB, it would seem. He, however, had not a chance to see it till now, for the cloth did conceal it.
Maybe the cloth fell off or was removed after the mayor was struck.
Of that, Damien does not know.
Man, how liberating it is to speak in the third person as someone else. A secret gift. Interesting. Maybe Jinxie knows something about it? I should question him about the blackmail letter, too. Let's see what he says when I show it to him. This one?
Why, this is that accursed blackmail letter that was sent to Damien.
Apparently, someone slipped it into the alderman's pocket. We believe someone, probably the killer, stole it from Mayor Tenma's briefcase. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Ha ha ha! You have questions, do you? Very well. Ask away, mortal.
Who placed this in the alderman's pocket?
Very few were they who knew the letter in Damien's briefcase.
So whoever knew about the blackmail letter being in the mayor's briefcase is a potential suspect in its theft and placement in the alderman's pocket.
Could it have been his doing?
Mr. Mayor, I mean, Mr. Taro, did you just remember something? Could you imagine, like, being this, like, cordial and cooperative with, like, an actual yokai? You know what I mean?
Be a nice guy. Yeah.
It's like King Yama, demon lord of the underworld, and it's just like, I want a triple extra large and a double, you know? It's like,
Extra thick. Indeed. I did. There was but one other who knew of that letter. Damien's aide, Florent Lavelle. Full knowledge of that briefcase's contents did that aide possess.
Then he may be the blackmailer and the murderer we're looking for.
No shit. That is preposterous.
Sorry, say that again. What did you say?
He's a most trusted advisor. He would never betray Damien.
Seems like Mayor Tenma is a bit too trusting of those around him.
Still, this is huge. Now we know who might have slipped the blackmail letter into Alderman's pocket. Look out, Florent LaBelle. Here comes justice.
Let's go find Mr. LaBelle and rake him over the coals.
Oh, okay. Thanks for your help. You've just given us a major lead.
There's something that still bothers me.
And what's that?
I need to take a nap. I don't know. Let me run it off, actually. I'll be back.
Just bust through the jail.
If Mr. LaBelle is the killer, What
No,
could have
Tequila was
motivated
the guy
him
in the
to
other game.
open the forbidden chamber?
What was his actual name?
I don't remember.
You're talking about the guy with the sewed face?
Yeah.
Where am I?
What was his name? Because you're right. His last name was like Duh Killer or something.
It's
like
Shelly the Killer.
Shelly the Killer. There you go.
Stupid ass name.
We should probably search it for clues.
Only one problem. How do you open a locked door that doesn't have a keyhole?
Let's go talk to Jinxie. Maybe she can help.
I'm going to fondle your balls.
I was gonna wait for someone to say something.
Come on, I need to see your balls.
I need to see your balls.
Let's start here, I guess. I just don't know where Jinxie would be. Oh, well, probably here, I guess. Hey, isn't that... Oh my god.
She doesn't have her thing on her?
Oh my god, she doesn't have... You're right, she doesn't have the 2 seals on her forehead.
Now she's possessed. Jinxie! She's acting really strange.
That
Oh,
was
sorry.
no good.
Now she's actually possessed by freaking Tenmataro.
That is my despair. You shall pay. Oh, you shall pay dearly. All of you.
Jinxie, are you alright?
Oh, is that you, Mr. Demon Lawyer?
Morning, Jinxie.
Morning? Isn't it already past noon? What am I doing here? Last I remember, I lay down to take a nap back at the manor.
Holy shit, did she actually get possessed?
I was gonna
Oh, no,
confess.
that must have been the Makurageshi.
Makura Geishi?
Ever awake after a restless night's sleep to find your pillow in an unusual place? Or that you've been sleeping on the floor or in the hallway? Oh, it's that yokai's fault. Makurageshi preys on people while they're asleep.
It sounds like you just need to be tucked in really tight, or maybe a snug sleeping bag.
Jinxie, how come you don't have any charms on your forehead?
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun thing to address immediately.
I don't? Oh, they must have fallen off. Without them, evil things can creep into me.
I'd say we had more than adequate demonstration of that just now.
I better reapply them. I had to phase into the ether world to reapply them.
Jinxie, there's something we wanted to ask you.
Ah, there's something I want to tell you.
Yeah?
I remembered something else.
You did? What was it? You just tell me. Jinxie, can you tell us what you remembered?
Well, after the trial, I remembered lots of stuff. But there was one thing I thought was really weird.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but here goes. Really? What?
It's about the yokai feathers in the tracks. They weren't there when I first opened the door.
Lady, this would be very important to say. Wait, what? Are you sure?
My memory's crystal clear now.
So you're saying that they were left at the crime scene after you found it?
This could spell major trouble, Apollo.
Why?
Because Jinxie's already accused of leaving the feathers and tracks at the scene. If they weren't there when she discovered the crime scene, it will totally fuel the claim that she fabricated the evidence later on.
Question. I can understand that logic. But if you bring that up and admit it yourself, is that not evidence against that fact?
I'm just confused now. Jinxie's fuzzy memory of the whole incident is really working against us. The prosecution will probably say she doesn't remember planting the evidence. Good luck rebutting that. Rebutting?
I don't know, actually. Oh man, this is not good. I sure hope she didn't plant the evidence while she was sleepwalking or something. Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to know how to open the Forbidden Chamber, would you? That door doesn't even have a keyhole.
Well, it's supposed to have a secret mechanism. They say you have to figure it out before the keyhole will appear.
Yo, do we get to do an actual puzzle segment? Fuck yeah! A secret mechanism? Really?
It's hidden in the Fox Chamber. But only Alderman QB knew what it was and how it worked.
I'm so tired. The Alderman of Ninetails Vale super loved his secrets.
Apollo, let's go see if we can find that secret mechanism.
Whoa, slow down.
Smart.
There's something else I need to ask
No,
about.
I'm leaving right now.
Jinxie, is there only one key to the Forbidden Chamber?
Even the Manor's master key won't open it.
That's because it's a very special room. Oh, sorry.
Okay. That must never be open. Thank you for... You read my mind. You are, Yoka! You read my mind!
I guess that means nobody entered the Forbidden Chamber after the murder because it was in his stomach. After all, we know it took the key from the killer and swallowed it, yeah.
So the mayor's effort to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber were not in vain.
Whoa! Hurrah! Now, did we need was there something that we needed to present to her, or no? Do we remember?
The statue.
It was the statue? Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Present.
It already has 2 pages. She's on the 3rd, probably.
Oh, fuck.
Alderman QB made that statue. It's a token of goodwill. I think it was meant to be for Ninetails Vale and Tenma Town.
Token of goodwill. But the 2 yokai are fighting.
Fighting? Oh, I see what you mean. Cut portion is missing.
Oh! They're actually... Well, okay, first off, what an evil-ass wolf, then. Or I guess Ninetail Fox, but still...
The statue
It's actually a nine-tailed dog.
originally depicted the 2 yokai holding up a cup and
They're drinking. They were just drunk.
So... Okay, so there's actually 2 things. Now, okay, well, that's interesting. So, clearly he got hit over the head with it, and then it moved... Man, could you imagine if that's still under his bandages?
It dented into the soft spot of my skull and melded perfectly with the shape of my head.
I am Iron Man.
No, I'm Iron Man.
No, I'm Iron Man.
Maybe it broke when it...
He died?
He's Iron Man.
Maybe it broke when it was used to hit the mayor on the head.
It's like I could still hear
That
him.
would explain it. I guess the only 2 people who knew what it really looked like were the Alderman and I. Now it's just me, but the symbol of goodwill will forever be etched in my mind.
Alderman.
Okay. So, is there anything else we should know about Jinxie?
No, that's about it.
Oh!
She's being possessed.
My bracelet is
Oh,
reacting.
never mind. It was
Fucking lying.
your bracelet.
Jinxie, you wouldn't happen to be...
What?
Yikes!
A
Oh!
ghost!
Oh!
I love that shitty, like, PNG.
Get him!
Detective Fulbright, what are you doing here?
Whoa, mama.
Oh, that's funny.
Music.
I have business with this young lady, if you... Prosecutor Blackquill has asked me to question her.
Question me?
Yeah, but we're here
Sorry,
first.
not interested.
Get to the back of the line.
Are you here to ask about the whole yokai affair?
That's right. Specifically, we want to ask, but I can't tell you that now, can I? Ha 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 ha!
Oh, come on, please. We're partners in justice, right?
No. Prosecutor Blackquill specifically told me my questions were of the utmost justice. I will not fall for your lies. In justice we trust.
We are literally part of the justice system. What are you talking about?
Is there like a tragic double entendre here where he says injustice every time?
Probably.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty good.
The Twisted Samurai sure has him on a short leash.
So you're not a ghost? Maybe some sort of urban troll then?
Now come along, Miss Tenma, to the station with you.
No!
Da-da-da-da-da.
Just palms her head like a basketball and
away.
picks her up.
Missed my chance to see what she was lying about.
Which is literally the most vital part of like the testimony as usual. Well, at least we found out there's a secret mechanism to opening the chamber. Let's go check it out.
Did you start running?
Hands down.
Hands up, hands down. Like I thought Saba was running low on batteries for a second.
Oh, I thought she was turning into.
You
Fred
need to
Durst.
rewind your crank a little bit.
Hey Saba, let me
Yeah,
wind.
it's like-
Saba, where's your wind up key?
I don't know. I lost it.
What you lost? Saba, you need that to live.
I don't know. It was on my desk a second ago. I saw
Saba,
it.
that's literally like the most
Time to kill her.
important thing you own.
Oh no.
What the
Oh,
fuck? What happened to your hair?
It's blue now.
Oh, what a absolutely
I forgot Saba was
fabulous
this guy
set.
with his wide ass Baldi's Basics looking mouth.
I'm so glad I had these carnations imported from England. Nothing but the finest will do. Perhaps I should place one aside for our dearly departed alderman. Hey, it's Mr. LaBelle. Apollo, let's ask him about you-know-what.
Well, yeah, before we search the Fox Chamber, we should ask about the blackmail letter.
Why, if it isn't the mayor's little lawyer, what do you want with me?
Oh, there's something we wanted to ask.
Virtue went out on the moon and wanted him to hit the edge with a rock. Was that fucked up or what?
His shoulder pads are ringing. You'll have to
She might want-
excuse me. They're cell phones. Hello, LaBelle here.
That's fucking nuts.
Dual wielding flip phone epaulets.
He's a #1 secretary.
What the? Those things on his shoulders are cell phones?
Yes, about that you must forgive me. The whole matter with the Mayor Tenma has become a complete nightmare.
Yeah, the hole in his head.
Where did you buy clothes like that? Oh, surprised. This is my own special design. It's the ultimate in functional beauty.
Functional beauty? Are you sure about that? It looks a bit unwieldy to me.
Oh, you simply don't have an eye for beauty.
Have an eye for beauty means looking like this guy. I'd rather be blind.
So what do you want with me?
I mean, should I present the letter first or talk to him first? Please talk.
Look at my badge.
Both Jinxie and Mr. Stop that. Both Jinxie. Actually, I guess that was our first meme, wasn't it? Because that was literally like Case 1, Episode 1, I think.
What?
Have you seen my badge?
No, my badge.
Both
My
Jinxie and Mr.
badge?
Filch said they saw Tenmataro. But what about you, Mr. LaBelle? If you were in the foyer, wouldn't you see acting time?
Oh, Very well, I admit it. That's right. I, Flornabel, saw Demon Tenmataro.
So he did see something. Then why did you lie about not seeing?
How dare you yawn and make
About
me
doing what?
yawn? I was simply trying to protect dear little Jinxie.
Protect Jinxie? What do you mean?
Why, don't tell me you haven't heard of that strange little habit of hers. She's probably like possessed and sleepwalks and stuff.
Which one are you talking about?
The one where she wanders around making mischief without knowing what she's doing. Rumor has it she's possessed by Tenmataro.
Is there any other demon in this fucking place? It's just the one?
Wow.
That's new to me.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Well, there you have it. Anything you hear about a Tenmataro sighting, little Jinxie should be your prime suspect.
Oh, yeah?
Tell us more about the rumor.
No!
That's stupid.
So, what was that rumor about Jinxie?
They say she's possessed, not all the time, of course. It hits suddenly when she starts wandering around doing strange things.
Is that so? Although, come to think of it, we did see that earlier, and then she was totally fine once she put her fucking... her charms back on her forehead. You know what would be kind of funny, actually? Because she's repeating all these lines or whatever. What if she actually does just sleepwalk, which is like a totally normal thing, and she's just reciting what this fucker is like saying in the other room constantly? Of like, I am Tenmataro. I will kill everybody.
Probably.
That certainly would explain how she was acting earlier.
Once she even put on a Tenmataro costume and wandered around the woods at night.
She did? Oh! What the?
I'm sorry, so she actually she's the one possessed by Tenmataro.
Everyone's possessed by Tenmataro. And
At
when
this point,
everyone's
it's
possessed by Tenmataro, no one is.
I wish I'd never asked.
Does she remember anything while she's possessed?
Unfortunately, no. She doesn't seem to remember a thing during these episodes.
Memory loss during possession?
Sounds like she's lying.
Come to think of it, her memory of the murder scene was quite fuzzy. I suppose that, too, was caused by her possession.
Then maybe.
Ah ha ha ha! So you do understand.
But that doesn't. But once again, this doesn't change the fundamental. This doesn't change the fundamental fact that it's like you were one of two people that knew that there was a letter in the briefcase. You know?
I don't know what you're talking about. That whole yokai business was entirely of her own making.
Now wait a minute. Although that
Yeah,
yokai
we
evidence
just
wasn't
fixed
there until after she discovered the crime scene. Did she leave those black feathers and strange track there herself?
Apollo, let's ask Mayor Tenma about Jinxie's episodes the next time we talk to him.
Good lord. Alright. So now I guess just present blackmail.
What is that?
It's the blackmail letter, but it hasn't. But it wasn't sent to Alderman QB. It was sent to Mayor Tenma.
And? Your point being?
I hate this character, but I don't like how much I talk.
Something to think upon never, probably.
Oh, God. Someone took the letter from the mayor's briefcase and then placed it in the alderman's pocket after he was murdered.
Oh, you don't say.
You wouldn't happen to be the one who made the switch, would you? After all, you're the only one who knew that the blackmail letter was in his briefcase. So that...
Oh, perhaps that shot of cologne will make those scales fall from your eyes.
What does that
Or
mean?
this shot from a gun.
Or my eyes from their sockets.
Is it possible that you would like to frame me as a potential suspect? What would make you raise such an outrageous allegation to in the first place?
Well...
Oh, ha, ha, ha! Oh, my only crime is being born as beautiful as you see here.
You haven't actually disputed anything, I want to point out, by the way. Like, it's like, well, did you do it? And it's like, what?
In other words, you have nothing.
No, what?
You suck, ha ha ha, point and laugh. Now let me show you what to do with this goblet. Did he just take the letter?
You can't destroy evidence like that.
Shove it up
You
your
mean
ass.
I can't? I just did. And that's from him. That's why he was like, that's why he wanted to destroy it. What do you mean I can't? I just did. Haha, feel a little lighter now.
Apollo, you have to fucking suplex this guy. Like, seriously, I swear, dude.
How long has it been since something like the last time something like this happened was with Von Karma, right? Like, didn't Von Karma like straight up take evidence and fucking ruin it in front of us?
This guy is not even, like, a practicing lawyer of any sort. He's just a dude.
He's a murderer.
Wait, most annoying people ever! He destroyed your key evidence! Like, straight up, that was definitive proof that he was the murderer! And he destroyed it! Well, actually, wait, no. We just had two halves. Apollo, what are you doing? Grab the paper.
It's crazy that Apollo didn't think to make a copy to carry around while he was in the office.
Well, say you should stop carrying around all the evidence in your
Are we
pocket.
done with this very silly question?
Do you guys think that the right editing agency has a printer?
I mean, they must.
even
They
know.
literally
They
have
Like a photocopier?
Well, because they literally have to have a fax machine, because this is Japanifornia, and it's, 19...
Well, they have phones.
19.
Well, that's...
2000.
Phones
Yeah.
don't transfer documents.
I'm leaving now.
I feel like Apollo's phone does not have a camera.
Well, I guess that's it for now.
Hello, Lapel speaking. Really? You wish to carry my new product at your store? Oh, but I'm afraid it's my own private brand. It's not available to the public. What? Then I shouldn't advertise it on TV? But I don't understand. Why does this seem important? In the embodiment of beauty, it is my duty to announce my good looks to the world.
Off the bus of getting off. I wonder if there's going to be an ad with LaBelle in it, and LaBelle is going to look different because they keep changing their whatever.
Oh, everyone wants my exclusive Je suis Lapel brand products. Yeah, why did he change his hair color?
Like, because the obvious answer would be that, oh, it's fashion. But at the same time, like, who knows? Maybe, because what was he before? He was blonde, I think, right?
He was pink. His hair was pink, I
No,
thought.
blonde.
Oh, never mind.
No,
He
his
just used a
shirt's
lot of
pink. Because what if it's like, oh, we discovered
Wait, so
a
his
blonde.
whole outfit's different now, too?
No, he's purple.
No, but look in the
No,
it's
he's
just
purple.
it's just the collar and like the shirt.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He was wearing purple
Okay.
and had pink pink under stuff.
Yeah. But now that it's become so popular, it's been an absolute nightmare. Oh,
You don't say.
well, they can't have it. It's just for me.
We're super underreacting to the fact that he just destroyed evidence, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming it's just crumpled up. I'm hoping it's the case that it's just like, oh, we'll flatten it. It'll be fine.
No, it's gone.
Oh my god. Yeah, never mind. I agree with you. 100%. Chillin'.
Essence.
This is the latest product, I'm calling it. Oh no.
Color.
Color
Color.
me label? Is it a hairspray to change color hair?
I can see that.
A dazzling hair color that you can wash out with just water.
I guess that means you can't sweat.
I have 7 colors in it. You can find out more in my
You can find them scattered across the manor. There's one in the corpse, one in the foyer.
In the corpse.
In the corpse. I shoved it up the alderman's rectum.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
It fits.
Come to think of it, Mr. LaBelle,
Plenty of room.
your hair color's changed since the last time we met.
No shit.
Oh, that little lady has quite the discerning eye.
Apollo's like, wait, I'm perceiving his hair color is different. His hair color changes when he's an asshole.
It's like the RGB just flashing.
Here's a little sample. Consider it a gift for those who truly appreciate beauty. Apollo, what should I do with this?
Better take it before we get a face full of cologne.
Good point. Wow, thanks, Mr. LaBelle.
It's pronounced Cologne.
Clogna.
So if it's not available to the public, that's going to be a thing where it's like we're going to find something has been sprayed, right, to a different color. What was like, what had I mean, we might discover something new, but was there anything in it? I mean, I guess his beard was noticeably white. That's about it, though. We've still got to find the secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber door. That's how Zach wanted to wrap up the stream. Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber.
Ooh, this is exciting. I can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killer entered the forbidden chamber?
We'll just have to open it to find out.
We should also see if there was anything the killer could have hid in the room. Okay, let's get started. Apurate, Apollo, apurate. I don't know if I
don't know what
right.
that. What does that word mean? Is that faster?
I think it means give me a sandwich.
Oh, that makes sense.
We're hungry. Quickly.
What?
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Still no cue.
Now he does the accent.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Cancel him. Cancel him.
No!
Purple crocreation over a sandwich.
Purple accrotriation.
Oh, she's getting kind of aggressive.
Just gonna try to punch the door to death.
My goodness. Those men are flat.
They're 2D. Yeah, check under the table.
Under the table.
Under the table.
Be a terrible hiding place. I'm sorry? Oh my god.
Oh. My
Wonder
God.
what that could be.
How did...
A shiny silver dollar.
Didn't they say... Why is it so fucking red?
It's covered in blood.
I do not know.
But whose?
Oh, it's not blood, it's red hairspray.
Why would he need to cover it with red hairspray?
It's not on purpose, but I'm saying like that's why the bowl is red, and that's why there's red just like randomly spritzed on the top of the statue.
I mean, it was also used to bludgeon someone to death.
Sure, but I'm just
anyway.
But like, look.
Crazy! It's absolutely fucking crazy how Fulbright didn't catch that yesterday when he was investigating the place and kicked us out.
He was practicing his pose.
2 foxes. I mean, there's the 2 statues.
And there are 2 fox statues in front of the statue thingy as well.
They're doing what to the statue?
Oh, dude! Look, they have my favorite weapon of all time on the wall. Bat with spike.
Bat with spike.
Dude, I love iron bat with spike. If I once again, if I could choose to have a weapon, it would be that.
Oh, dude, they have my favorite weapon on the wall. Toenail clipper for giants.
Yeah, big toenail clipper. Wait, why is that there? These are all clearly weapons, and then there's just that? You know, oh shit, you know what that's for? That's for like pulling apart people's armor.
Very practical to do in combat while they're trying to stab you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get you out of that.
Examine the statue, Zach.
Brother, I'm working on it.
Zach, examine the statues.
Zach, examine the
statues, would you? You don't need to examine it. Some of them progress the game.
You might need to peruse the statues.
You might need to peruse the inside of my pants.
Anyway.
What?
This statue moves!
So do my pants.
If a spear comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air.
Athena really said getting stabbed by a spear couldn't be me, skill diff.
I'm about to say skill diff. Like,
Yeah.
she's a very interesting character, because obviously she has, like, all these emotions that she's repressing or whatever, but she talks a big game, but she's not, like... She hasn't done anything, like, super incredible yet, because I keep thinking of...
talking about analytical psychology.
No, but I'm talking about Grant. What was the name of the woman from the Leighton game that we just did?
Emmy.
The one with the big fish.
Emmy.
Yeah, because Emmy didn't talk herself up, and then she just randomly did like a bunch of ninja shit, and it was super hype, right?
I mean, I will say that we did see her flip a cop, and that was admirable, not just because she flipped something, because she fucking brutalized a cop.
That is true. That is true.
I have the reflexes of a regular Karate Kid.
I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the position they should... You mean the fox screen?
Examine the back of the folding screen.
I can't do anything. What the fuck? Come on, dude. Okay. Let's go over the folding screen with a fine-tooth comb. You got it.
Look over everything.
1,
Do not
2,
miss
3,
anything.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 8 flames.
Do it again.
One more time.
Oh, hey, look! If you take the folding screen, but then you like imagine it wrapped on itself, the 2 far ends look like a door that's open.
How about that?
Crazy how that works.
It looks like something's wrong.
I can rotate the folding screen with my psychic powers. Apollo just starts lifting it with his mind.
Whoa.
I can't get it to turn the way I want. There you go, Jesus. What do I you go.
Now we've done it.
It's a picture of a key.
You're getting
closer.
warmer.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
Thank you, Columbo.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
No problem.
You go into the Columbo dimension.
You're going to the
You're
Columbo
going to the-
dimension.
Pipe bomb.
Yeah, Grant, did you see the? I don't know if you follow Gianni on social media or whatever. Did you see the update where he was like, "Yeah, I really decided that for my personal benefit, I was gonna get super fucking jacked over the last like year or so," and then he posted a selfie and the dude's fucking ripped.
Good for
It's
him.
like, it's like Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow!
Look, a door.
So the foxes just have to face
They just
each
have
other?
to face each other, yeah, because right now they're facing apart. That's kind
Go
of fun.
check out
though.
the statues! Let's go!
Oh, we don't actually get to do it? No! Aw.
Yeah, this is Ace Attorney. What, you think you get gameplay?
In an Ace Attorney game? How dare I?
Yeah. You should feel bad.
What's behind door number 1, Zach?
What do I think is behind door number 1? I think it would be incredible if behind door number 1 was like a man cave, right? Like all of this like
A
wrestling.
den?
Well, like all this wrestling memorabilia, like this, like that's the place where the alderman would go to like reminisce about his past, his former glory.
There's like a foosball table. There's like a football rug.
There's a
little, like,
Pac-Man
CRT
machine in
TV.
the corner.
yeah.
There's a bar. What secrets could it hold? Door number 2 is behind door number 1. Also, welcome back, Golden Wise. I haven't seen you in like fucking an hour and a half.
In years.
Here it is.
These doors need some serious oil. Forgot about those super good ears of yours.
Oh, there you go. That's
What?
Oh,
Oh! Wow! Incredible!
Wow, what could that be right there? Is it like some lotion or something? Ooh, who
No,
could
those
be?
are feathers, actually.
Holy
you're right.
fuck!
I mean, that's
Hell
very.
yeah.
That's cool as hell. Oh my
That
god,
goes
this would
so hard.
this would have looked so cool in 3D.
Yeah, we're playing it on a 3DS.
Oh my
We're all
God.
huddled around each other,
Grant, this isn't a very legitimate 3DS. This is literally the re-release on Steam.
playing on the 3DS. Zach. We're playing on the fucking 3DS.
Oh, and this is literally where the staff must have come from, based on the
because one's
fact that it's
missing.
not on that rack there.
Yeah, I probably was wondering what that infection was.
Stop.
Hey, is that a hole in the top right I see?
Is that a vent? Is that a vent?
Oh, that's
Well,
weird.
you know, Tenmakoro needs to breathe, right?
True. Who let the birds out?
Oh, so he does have a staff. So everyone who's like, or like all the depictions without him staffless is wrong.
That's true, actually, because that is like a... Yeah, that's interesting. Whatever the... Hello. Hello. What's he? Whatever it is. Really gaudy.
Fucking sucks.
This is
Whoever
fucking...
made this has terrible
This
taste.
is fucking
Yeah.
garish.
They're gonna say this is fucking gay.
That's
fucking gay. What kind of homo made this?
Oh, wait.
What kind of man-loving man made this?
Man-loving man.
Yeah.
Well, I can't believe it.
Man,
Wow.
No.
How shocking.
You're telling me our
So-
client didn't kill him?
So I am kind of going insane because this is extremely fun, but they must have some sort of twist here, right? Because I swear to God, if the second half of the trial segment, if like the second trial segment is literally just it's so obviously you, and then LaBelle is just fucking dancing around us with like bullshit logic, I'm going to shit my pants.
You're gonna shit your own ass?
I'm gonna shit my own ass.
Who shit my pants? Was it you? Bill Clinton?
Clint Dillon?
Clint Billen?
Big chillin'.
Unless
Click
he
Flicker?
just put the keys on the staff and there's a staff somewhere that just, we didn't look hard enough at it.
Can I talk about that real
Has
quick, by the way? Because Adrian really struck me in the soul with that meme. But when Jesse linked the trailer for Big Walk, straight up, I kind of want to play that on stream. I have no idea how much the game is going to cost, and we'll look into it. But it's just like, I think that'd be a lot of fun if all four of us were just walking around being like, "Yo, we're birds."
What is this?
So it's made by the same people that did Untitled Goose Game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it?
And so yeah, it's House. And so the game is it's a big open world that has like a bunch of like things to do in it, like little mini games or puzzles to solve or whatever. But the main like thing, I guess, is that it has voice chat. Like it like Lethal Company-esque like proximity voice chat. So it's like it's literally just go on a big walk. Like that's the game is exactly what the title says. It's a game about going on a big walk. And I don't know. I
Big
think
walk
it looks,
is what I cook in.
True.
I should get a walk next time I do stir fry.
It's good. Also, are you doing hot pot cold oil for your stir fry?
Hot pot cold oil. Well,
It's-
hot pan because all I have is a pan. What do you mean cold oil? I do room temperature oil.
Well, the principle
Crude
is
oil.
that yeah, you do crude oil and you get the U.S. government to attack your kitchen. No, one of the principles of stir fry for developing a good crust on your food is making sure
I
the
want a
pot
crust
is-
on my food.
Yeah, like browning, like delicious
Oh, okay,
Maillard
sure.
reaction type shit. Anyway, one of the principles that you do is you make sure your frying surface, so your pan in your case, gets hot, and then add the oil, and then add your like meats in really quickly after that. Don't give the oil too much time to heat up. It'll make it splashy and crackly, but it
Yeah,
will
I'm about to
also make
say
it
like
so
when
that- yeah.
when I did room temperature oil, it was fucking obliterating my kitchen.
Well, as I say, you don't want to just let the oil sit there for a while while it's hot, basically,
Okay.
without putting anything in there to fry.
Wait, you said meats. What am I supposed to? What about the vegetables? Can I not put the vegetables in?
Typically, you put the meats in first, then the vegetables, because the meats take longer to cook, and you want them to cook
Oh,
at the same
okay.
time.
I did that naturally.
Anyway,
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
good then.
although some vegetables take longer than others, like potatoes or starch or whatever. You get it, probably. Yeah, it's not. It's
I mean,
not
you
hard.
say I get it. That I literally have made stir fry once in my life, and that was like 2 weeks ago.
It's not rocket science.
I know it's not
Yeah.
rocket science,
Yeah.
but I go into that Discord server I keep talking about, and I was like, I sent a picture, and I was like, "Hey guys, how does this look?" And it then sparked a fucking 2-hour-long debate between like 6 people arguing about the mechanics of stir fry. Like apparently it's like a simple thing that has a lot of nuance according to these people.
I mean, yeah, that's the little touches that you get if you do it for a long time, but the basic principle is pretty simple. Whoa,
It's
look
a
at that
rock. That take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't that just be a hiker? It's me! Oh, and he has the jingle jangle staff.
We like jingle jangle.
Gunsperms. That don't make any noise. Agreed.
Oh my gosh, reminding me of
So
Okami.
Scimitar is made out of rocks.
There's
Tenma
no
Taro.
rock in here though. Rock taro.
Rocks.
We'll get to Kingdom
Not
Hearts
just
someday, I
anybody
promise.
rocks.
They put bugs in it.
No, we
They
won't.
put bugs in him.
Riku, they put
Oh my
bugs in
god.
them.
Choke
Grant,
to
I
death.
showed you the worst Kingdom Hearts quote of all time, in my opinion, right? It's the
Navy.
struggle one. Hang on, I'll get
Struggle
it.
one. Oh
Yeah.
From Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
We got Central right here, baby.
Cut it out!
You lamers.
The denial is strong in this one.
Oh fuck, that's not.
Denial is.
You can struggle all you want now. I'll be loving every minute of it. As random guy.
Says random pizza shop owner.
That
Oh, wait,
no
hang on.
way.
Here's another really good one. I forgot about this one. Hang on.
The rules are you need to grab each other's balls to win.
Play that game all the time.
Good old grab ball.
We totally owned you, lamers. I love that one. I love that quote.
Undeniable proof.
We totally owned you, lamers. I like how Vivi's just there
Oh yeah,
in Kingdom Hearts 2.
the little guy.
Maybe Ornator.
Yeah.
He's just chilling.
Little dude.
He's big chilling.
With Black Mage.
His reminder to deal with her own faults.
I need to see your boss.
I need to see your faults.
Oh.
That's one big statue.
I feel like this could be
Saba, is the principle of this case the same thing as the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo? Where it's like over time myths change?
I think it's just
maybe,
one
or
of this
like
game
that
has magic powers.
misinterpretation. Like people once thought like they used to get like, or they used to fight, and in reality they used to actually get along or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, they're probably just dudes.
There's big jump.
Probably just buddies.
It's the guy.
Hello!
What kind of guy is he?
He's picking out beans, it looks like.
Kind of guy.
He's like, I must pluck the beans from this pot.
I have taken evidence. Figure has been left inside Temataro's statue. A thick layer of dust and dirt suggests has been there for a long time. Okay, sure.
Have you peeped the venti yet?
Nope. It's gonna be the last thing, and then we're gonna be done with stream.
Whoa.
And then I get to get out of this fucking like smoldering ass room. Sweltering.
And I will get to install my new PC.
Oh yeah, that's very exciting.
It's just been sitting next to me this entire time.
You should pet it like a cat.
Okay. Come here, PC.
It comes towards you, and you're like,
Help.
Mr. Filch.
All right. I'm gonna say we're good.
We are very good.
All right. So, Saba and I will be back with what do you calls it? Oceanomics tomorrow, which will be a lot of fun. There is a non-zero chance. Oh, excuse me. There's a non-zero chance that I might have to delay stream on Saturday next weekend, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know well ahead of time, just in case that is a thing that needs to occur. But
Will be
for the most part, it
frustrated
should be
crimes.
fine. But yeah, I think we're good.
Accordingly.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Dismissed!
Bye.
Okay, bye.